Hello, everyone. We are the Lost Caravan RPG. We do one-shots, mini-series, and long-running campaigns. If it's TTRPG, we pretty much do it all. Tonight, episode 12 of our, what was it, a 4-part Lancer series? Yeah, season 2, episode 12. So you see how well that worked out. And, no one's died yet. Not permanently, at least.
Hey, what?
Yet.
That's so mean.
Okay, look. Thank God for Tay is all I have to say in both accounts.
Garm died a little bit that 8 minutes that Mara was dead. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, technically, we've all died many times over and over across different timelines and dimensions.
That's true.
Also
Just a few
true.
times.
Sorry.
Yeah, there is a dead Garm.
But before we dive into, I do have just a few announcements to go through. The first, of course, being that we are sponsored today and every stream by Soul Muppet Publishing. They are a fantastic publishing house with a bunch of very cool games under their belt, namely Orbital Blues, which we have done a playthrough of on the channel, and you'll see again once I get my grubby little paws on Orbital Blues Afterburn, whenever that may be. Other than that, if you miss any of our streams, you can find them on our YouTube channel. We are just Lost Caravan RPG on YouTube. Hundreds of videos, approaching 2,000 hours of content, which is craziness. But yeah, if you want to support the nerds you see in front of you, you can go there, check out the other videos in our series. I think up to episode 10, I believe, maybe 9, is currently up on YouTube, as well as all of season 1. So if you want to get caught up, that's where you can do so. Also, no pressure, but the author of In Golden Flame is in chat. So everyone act super cool. Don't do anything weird. Not anyone here would ever do that. But yeah, why don't we go down the line, let everyone tell you who they are, who they're playing tonight, and just how they're feeling, just in general. Just a vibe check. We'll go left to right across our screen, which means that we are starting with LC.
Okay, first of all, oh shit, why am I over there? That was not how we usually do things. Okay, I was not paying attention. Hi, I'm LC. I'm optimistic on all social media. I will not spell it for you. It is above me. Yeah, that's the opposite side. Anyways, it's above me and I play Min, and my heart rate is fine right now, and I am doing just fine, and so is Min, and the vibe check, I feel like that's a good enough vibe check. I'm gonna be real. This is the good vibe check. I've been having thoughts about this for 2 weeks, and I don't need anybody to say anything about what I did. I know what I did. I do the same thing I do in every fight. I just forgot it was an assassin. And Hoop thought it'd be a little silly because I kept saying he was a coward to keep attacking me outside of my bag. So we're in a coma, so I don't think we can really vibe check Min. She's unconscious.
We're about to get a real in-depth vibe check. Over to Mary.
Hi,
Wait,
I'm
what?
Mary. You can find me online at Nerd on Wheels 15 or on the Hell site, everywhere else at the Nerd on Wheels. I play the Murder Marshmallow, aka Zoe. As far as a vibe check for our Viceroy pilot, she's okay with the asterisk that is the meme of the dog in the house on fire. That's how we're doing right now.
Yeah, I mean, even before the last combat, everything with Loki was just
totally fine. Not a problem.
And similarly, in the find out stage of the mission, over to Taylor.
Why am I didn't fuck around at all. Why am I in the find out stage? I haven't even done the fucking around part. Come on. Hello, I'm Taylor Petitito on the internet. There's underscores in some places. I don't know about that. Yeah, I will be Kaya, your medic. I've not really done much medicining, except for like jamming people with stims, but we may have to pretty quick because we have an unconscious men. But vibe check wise, I think it's just a lot of phasing in and out of reality and very confused. I don't know if there's any like real thoughts currently
Fair.
other than panic and confusion.
That's fair.
Mhm.
And of course, I don't think it's 2 fights in a row, but I think this is a few fights now where Marl has blown up, so Garm can't be doing great. But over to Jason.
Yeah. I will say there was a minor amount of panic for Garm, but then he saw that she was on foot and okay, and that passed, and the rest he can deal with as it comes.
Yeah, it's
Either way, he's got his mech held together right now with duct tape, bailing line, and a prayer.
it's so strange that we keep having this situation where one of you charges the enemy head first and then, blows up. And it's so strange. If only we had a remedy to this problem that keeps
Always worked
happening.
for us until we met the rest of these guys. It wasn't until the rest of these guys showed up that this shit stopped working. But I'm playing Garm Chorizo. He is a bit of a freak from a planet with divergent evolution, so he has naturally blue hair and naturally purple eyes and an unusually high tolerance for radiation. And he is Marl's Huckleberry. So as long as she's okay, he's okay.
Also, a living grounding wire. So that's a fun fact.
Yeah.
And speaking of Queen of the run face first into the enemy's strategy, over to Daniela.
I don't know why we're starting off this stream so mean. Like, this was so unnecessary.
Look, build a better mech for it.
Stop! My mech rocks. I'm Daniela. Daniela everywhere on the internet. Tonight I am playing Morrow, who just likes to have a little fun on the battlefield, and I don't know why I'm being attacked for that. But Morrow is currently sick and tired of losing her mech, which is not totally her fault all the time. And she is sick and tired of the weird voices in her head, not her fault. And she's sick and tired of all the weirdness, not her fault. And she just wants things to go back to normal. And that's the vibe check.
Say it to my face, Danny. Whose fault is it?
I'm looking in the face right now, not my fault.
Whose fault though? Say it.
I'm just saying, she never had voices in her head until we met, you guys.
Okay.
I made a completely normal character, and Hoop was like, I'm gonna weird this chick out, and yeah.
At least he's hot. Like, I said, hey, make him look like Mads Mikkelsen, and here we are, so... At least he's hot.
That just leaves me, of course. I'm Andrew, our storyteller for tonight's game, and for most games around here. But if you like what we do, and you want to hang out with us some more, we do have a Discord. The link is down below with a big old button that says Discord. It is where we post things like our monthly casting calls, our schedules, and just generally hang out and be giant nerds. But that's it. I don't think we can stall any longer. I think we need to dive on into this. Kick up a little bit of
So
music
are we
for
hooking
us.
Min up to the heart rate monitors now, or we wait until we get her back to an EKG, or what's the plan?
Jason, that's the same thing.
Or EEG then, my bad.
Last
Don't
time
shave her head, I'll kill you.
on Hell's Gate, we went to investigate the source of some missing citizens, a scavenging team that just suddenly went off the grid, no explanation, and found a half-scavenged vessel just floating in orbit. We landed, had no signatures. It was all very strange. With a very smart thinking on, I believe, Min's part, you all managed to detect an ambush, managed to stop them from getting the drop on you, which would have been potentially disastrous considering how the fight actually went, and managed to get out with only half of your mechs destroyed. You did also manage to save, reboot, and meet a new friend named Mistress Elski, a member of the Knights of the Dark Corps. In fact, the Grand Mistress of the Knights of the Dark Corps. She thanked you for at least as much as she could in the moment before departing, returning to her own ship, and patching you in on a three-way call with Jerry, who was both surprised and annoyed at the conversation, but Mistress Elski did manage to rescue a number of the salvage team and basically said, hey, you have no choice. If you want your people, I gotta drop them off, so you have to let me land. Jerry unfortunately had to acquiesce the request, and the Grand Mistress was off. But we have to take a little step back in time to when the fight first started, when Kaya stepped out into the battlefield only to be hit by a gravity well and be pulled out of known time and space. Would you just roll your grit for me?
Oh god, I don't even have Forge open yet.
Well, it's just a d20
I
plus 2
forgetting
if that
something.
helps.
Oh yeah, that helps. I can do that.
I thought it was plus
Oh,
3 now.
plus 3 now. Yes, thank you.
Oh, look at us.
She just spent time out of time and space.
12.
I think hers should be like a 5.
Ooh, plenty. It's a little disorienting at first, but then you realize that it's not you that's spinning. It's everything around you. It's this void, these swirling bits of energy that are trying to pull you apart, it feels. But one thing is keeping an iron grip on you and keeping you from having any harm coming to you. And that's Nyx. But once things are starting to become more clear, you can see a pained look on their face as they instead are being ripped apart by the bits of energy.
Yeah, I think there's this like, starting to like register as much as she can register what's happening in this like non-comprehensible to humans kind of place. There's like, Nyx, what's happening?
Nothing I can't take care of.
Darling, you're 2 inches shorter. I don't know about that.
I don't know where we are. Something tried to grab you. It did grab you.
So this is not like where we would go before.
I don't know. Soul Kiss is gone. It was ripped to shreds.
Is anything here?
There are energy signals everywhere. I can't make heads or tails of what they are, though.
What do you suggest? I mean, we can't just sit here and have you ripped apart and then myself ripped apart. Just go towards one and hope for the best?
If that's what you wish.
I don't know, but it's about the only thing I've got so far.
And with that, they'll just take off. It's like sprinting through just a rose maze, just endless. Thorns constantly tearing into Nyx, their body reforming only to get torn into again. It feels like they are just running and running. Is there anything that you'd like to do?
I don't know. I think she's just kind of in like this kind of still very like shock like state. I mean, one being not in mech is scary. Kaya's never been not in mech in scary situations ever before. And yeah, I think, you know, as best as I can kind of maybe steer or try and make like notice if there's like anything different, a safer path, like anything, so Nyx is just not like constantly just like getting ripped to shreds.
Sure. You got any triggers you feel would apply there?
I'm sure I do. Did I? This is my new updated one, right? Did I send you my new updated, or did the new one get put up in here? No, it did not. This is still 4.2. That's fine. My pilot triggers are up the same. I guess maybe like investigate.
Sure, that works for me.
Or spot, but they're both +2, so.
An 8.
Mm.
Every time you feel like you are starting to get a sense of what direction actually means here, or where you are in relative space, there's just some wave of nausea that hits you, and any feeling of trying to understand this place is out the window.
Are you getting anything? Any signal that seems promising, seems of our world, of anything?
There's one.
Okay.
It
You hesitated. Is it bad?
It's not friendly.
Of course.
And with that, you are going to start feeling that energy, almost like a sunburn, but it is slow and methodical. And it is burning through your hard suit, it is burning through your jumpsuit, it is burning through your visor. Despite Nyx's best efforts to shield you, it is starting to hurt.
I mean, there's a good chance if it's something of our world, maybe it's what brought us here. Or just go to it. Let's.
And she is going to just slam into something solid, almost pinning you there in between this energy that's been bearing down on you, and your back hits something hard, something very solid, familiar. A plate of what feels like a mech.
In we go. No questioning. If there's a person in it, they are pulled out. She is going inside of this thing.
Vic hitting her like a landlord.
Yeah.
The cockpit opens a bit reluctantly, but you're able to climb in, and it is enormous. You are used to these smaller, more compact frames where it's basically you just wearing an exosuit, but this is actually crawling through what feels like a maintenance shaft just to get to the pilot's chair. And there is a voice that starts off as a whisper at first, but the further you go, the louder it gets till it's this almost ear-piercing scream telling you to get out. You don't belong here. This is mine. And she screams again and again and again.
Nix, is anything alive in here?
Yes.
Oh! Wonderful.
Would you like to press on?
Yeah, I think so. Ooh, I almost just spilled a full thing of beer on my keyboard. Yeah, I think wants
Metaphor
to
for this entire crew.
um probably still like I mean, she was very loud getting in here just to get out of the painful space, but wants to try and be like as stealthily as possible, you know, just like assuming if anyone's on any sort of systems, they're going to be able to tell them there, but if anyone else is like crawling through here, maybe I won't be immediately noticeable.
I mean, it's getting to the point where the voice is so loud, such a painful screech in your ear, that at its worst, it's causing your vision to go blurry. And as you keep crawling, and at one point you can actually feel as if someone just raked nails down your forearm. You can also feel that Nyx is not doing great.
I think, yeah, like trying to keep pushing forward, like probably has like her bandit like wrapped around as much as she can, giving a little bit of like muffling on her ears. We'll just like stop, take a bit of a breath, and just be like, I'm sorry. I've intruded in your space. You told me very loudly I don't belong here, and I think we both know that. But I can't survive outside. We come to some sort of agreement, and I'll stop crawling through this excessively large piece of machinery.
The screaming almost immediately stops. You are free to push on until you hit the actual cockpit. There is a set of skeletal remains there, still in the chair. And similar to the form of Apophis or Nyx or Penny, there is a form here, just sort of floating around the cockpit. Looks sort of feminine, very, very decrepit and aged. Hair that just flows back into pure white and then dissipates into data.
Hello?
No, she's going to wake up. I know she will. Get out. This doesn't belong to you.
I know. And I'm sorry for trespassing on you and your friends' home. How long have you been here?
No, she's going to wake up. Just resting. We're just taking a rest. It's, if she can hear you, she's not responding.
I think I'll kind of like start to walk over towards the like remains and like, you know, slowly knowing that, you know, possibly in the like lion's den kind of situation will like pull out like her like med kit, you know, like general things. And it's like, I'm a doctor. Could I help, maybe?
She stops floating around the cockpit, does finally look down at you. Don't touch her.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news here. But I think that this individual's time has come to an end. Unfortunately, like all of us humans do.
It's just another moment of silence, and she screams again and is going to dash forward towards your throat to start to try and strangle you. I assume that an 18 will hit your pilot's evasion.
Yeah, probably. I've never even looked at my pilot's evasion.
Oh, we do know that you only have 12 HP from last session, so.
Yeah. I mean, none of the numbers are that. Yeah, 10.
Yeah. You are just propelled back into the wall of the cockpit, now staring at a confused, angry, sad face. You have a 4-piece clock, which is your oxygen supply. If you'd like to do anything, now is your opportunity.
I mean, I think my only hope here is probably talk to this individual, because I literally have nothing else but social skills. And I think, there's like the slight, like, kind of like hand in whatever direction Nyx is at to like chill for a second. And then just try to like stay as cool and calm, like pinned up to this wall with a banshee, just like, I can understand. What you're going through right now. I've been in similar situations. I've lost people. I've lost close ones. For us humans, like I said, we have a very short clock in comparison, and unfortunately the sands have run out on this one, but can you tell me more about her? I mean, I can hope to leave while you can live on in data, we live on in memories.
Do you have any triggers in charm or anything like that? I'll give you a roll with an additional d6.
Okay, let's do better this time.
A 22.
22.
The grip around your throat will loosen. She was my best friend.
What was her name, if you care to share?
Alora.
That's beautiful.
We were running. All of us. something was chasing us. I thought I could keep her safe. We fled here. But it was too late.
What is here? How did you both learn to come here?
This is... I believe you know it as Legion Space, but... the shadow of Legion Space. I was born here.
What is your name?
Cleodna.
I'll remember that. Somewhere I have notes, but I don't know where they are. Alora was the human, and then what's this one again?
Cleodna.
Okay.
Historically another name for the Banshee Queen.
Love it. I don't want to assume for your friend or would you like to return her home? Her home, specifically. Back to our plane of existence, I suppose. The easiest way to call it.
There's no one to return her to.
That's fine. We can return her back to the stars, I assume, with this mech. She was a Lancer?
Yes. Bury her, please.
We can do that.
The NHP will basically just kind of slip out of existence and then back into existence, spiraling around the pilot's chair. And then she's gone.
Let's we're gonna go like fully from just literature of let's go over breath that she didn't know she was holding situation. I'm just like, oh my god, and like slumps against the wall. Just like looks over to Nyx and just like, it seems we have a mech. Mission.
The casket is empty. And Dix will just meta space just crawl down into it.
Take a nap. Before we take a nap though, how the fuck do we get out of here?
If the mech got them here, the mech can get you back.
Okay. Sounds good. I think she'll kind of like, probably, I would assume, I'm just going to go off my knowledge of general just med techs in the sense of like cyberpunk, and has like a little, you know, in the medical bag, a very compact folded vacuum sealed like
Sure.
duffel or body bag of sorts, and will just like very delicately and as with as much like respect kind of like
Sure.
gather this individual. um is there like anything of like personal belonging in here, like, or does it look pretty? Because I'm trying to say like how, I mean, obviously like body down to bones, but if I can see like, you know, if there's like a photo of them that's like, oh wow, like dated, or, you know, like has clearly seen a lot of wear, or if on their clothing they have anything that like screams.
There is a photo tucked like you would in like a car dash of a Lancer team. Their uniforms are hard to place at the moment. They're not from around here, clearly. But you at least have a reference should it come up.
Well, keep it stuck there where it is.
Sure.
And settle in and try to figure out what to do with all of this space.
For everyone's frame of reference, mechs in this game can be down as low as small as size half, which is basically a little larger than a person. Basically just an exosuit that you climb into and fight from, like an Iron Man suit. Up to this mech, which is size 3. Which is, I believe, from the reference I've seen, about 5 stories tall, maybe 6 stories tall.
Just like me in real life.
They are enormous. But
Just like me in real life.
you activate the core of the mech. It takes a minute, but it does suddenly just burst to life. There is an array of weaponry at your fingertips. The mech does not fight you. It almost seems like it's helping to guide you to a long, straight blade that gives off its own very unique energy. And it seems like you could use that to make your way home.
Yeah, just kind of, you know, do a little fiddle with the controls, see how it all feels, and then a big whoosh, slash through reality.
You step back onto the battlefield to see Min down, bloodied, mech destroyed, being carried by an assassin classification of enemy, and about to be taken off the battlefield, at which point the end of the last episode takes place. Min is rescued, thankfully, if just barely.
Mama Bear kicks in and Kaya forgets all about the trauma and just like smushes the assassin.
And speaking of Min, oops, didn't do that. As everyone else is regrouping, getting this call from Jerry and from Mistress Elsky, you are seeing all of this from an outside perspective. Every one of your team is there around you, making sure you're alive. You stare down at your body to see one single silvery thread coming off of it and disappearing off into the void. You look at the others, and each of them similarly has a thread that dissipates into the nothingness. Where did you bring us, Min? This doesn't look like our usual Vacation spots.
I didn't do this.
Well, I didn't do it. And there's only 2 of us in that mech. There's 2 of us in that brain of yours.
Yeah, that's kind of, if you didn't do it and I didn't do it, they're all down there. And that's my body. And it's not moving. Am I dying?
Apophis will lean down, kind of inspecting the thread still connected to you. I suppose not. Not for the moment.
Okay. So this is just some like next level weird out of body experience that we're just gonna catalog as, I guess normal, considering how much weird shit that's been going on recently. Okay.
Well, have you
Cool.
eaten
Cool,
anything recently you feel like may be disagreeing with you? Are you on any new medications?
No and no.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
To be fair, I haven't eaten anything, period, in a while, so that might be it. But I don't feel like that's the answer to this question. I was fine up until this motherfucker.
You took a 20-foot long energy blade to the chest.
Yeah, semantics of what actually happened. He kicked my ass. We don't have to rub in the details.
I wasn't rubbing in anything.
Sure, Apophis, sure. But question, if you don't know how we got out of our body, then how do we get back in?
But you almost died to get here. Maybe you need to fully die.
I don't think that's the answer. I'm not planning on dying today. So no. Follow the string, maybe back. Can I grab it, Hoop? I grab my own string. Oh wait, it dissipated. Never mind, it's not connected anymore. All right.
I mean, it's still there, and you can grab onto it.
Can I like follow my string back?
The string pulses along with your heartbeat.
How slow is it?
From a medical perspective, too slow.
Can I get the vibe that based on my physical appearance on the ground and my heartbeat slowing that I am dying, even though the string is still there?
If you do nothing and simply wait and watch, it is likely that your body will die.
Then I want to scramble back towards my body as fast as I can.
You can absolutely launch yourself onto it. It is ice cold to the touch.
Can I punch myself in the face?
You feel the impact on your fist, but the body makes no indication that you were applying any force to it.
Okay. Can I shout? Can they hear me if I say anything to them? Will they make any move to like look at me?
Your friends or your body?
My friends.
Who do you want to go shout at? I imagine Kaya
closest?
is there looking over you.
Yeah, Kaya. Kaya's probably closest then.
Just scream inches from Kaya. No
Yeah.
response.
But like, do something. Make me wake up. You're the doctor. You know what to do. Wake me up. Wake me up. nothing. Shit, okay. And everything else in this area looks the same. Like, it looks just like I'm having an out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
I guess, can I latch onto one of their strings and tug on it?
Whose string would you like to tug on?
I mean, Kaya's right there, so Kaya. I'm still in her face.
Min just actually murders us, like rips our string.
Yeah, suddenly Kaya just clutches her chest and falls over.
There is a moment, Kaya, where it feels like a blade just ran through your heart.
Oh god. Oh no,
Oh,
this is the legion space stuff catching up to me.
Maybe we don't do that.
Are you letting go?
Yeah!
You okay, Kaya?
The pain subsides.
Okay.
I think I just had a very micro heart attack.
Are you okay? What's going on?
I don't know. But I think that's the theme of the day. Continue CPR or whatever we possibly feel like we need to be doing on Min. She has a heartbeat, right? Like
Very faint.
it's not like gone.
You can hear Apophis. Why don't you do your job and bring her back to life, or whatever this is?
About this, you know that I don't like when you talk over my shoulder. As I'm like,
I
doing all sorts of
can't
things.
reach her. You don't understand. This is bad.
What? I mean, she has a heartbeat. Vitals are stable enough. We've stopped the bleeding. I mean, I think this is a moment in which we just have to keep her medicated and wait. I can't force her to wake up with a gaping chest wound.
You have drugs, do you not? Stims,
Yes, but
something?
I don't think... I mean, she does have a very high tolerance to them, so probably a few wouldn't hurt, but...
I put 4 in before you got to her, Kaya.
Oh, so we're already starting at a very high gap of stems.
I didn't know what to do.
No, honestly, it's first thing to do, I guess, probably as a field medic in this moment. Okay.
Of course.
Can we assume that we've got like wrapped all to hell so she's not like bleeding out?
Oh, yeah. No.
Like gauze, everything situated enough.
There
Like
should be no immediate threat of dying. But
okay.
yet,
Fine, I'll bother this if you want me to get her awake. I will try to get her awake, though you're going to have to answer to her when she's pissed because she's awake and in so much pain. Okay?
fine.
Fine. I'm not an actual medic, but gonna shock this baby alive the best I can.
I just play one on Lancer.
I can just play one on Lancer.
As long as it's
I
not
was 2 years
asystole or
into a
VFib.
nursing degree and I gave up.
You don't shock asystole and you don't shock VFib. As long as it's not those two.
Well, Min, you can see their mouths moving. They are actively trying to bring you back, but can't hear what they're saying.
Has anything changed with like the string? Like if I latch on my
starting to
string
go
again and try to,
slack.
is getting worse? What did you do?
They aren't going to be able to save you.
So you're telling me that I'm dying and I'm going to die. This is it. This is just how it ends for me on a stupid battlefield by some stupid ass assassin.
You always
No.
knew that it would.
I didn't know it'd be
think you
some
could
fucking.
you could do this forever? That it would never
Yes.
catch up to you?
Yeah.
You think that I would never catch up to you?
Daddy.
You can't truly still be that naive.
So this was you?
Partly. Mostly you.
Wow. Really great job there. So I guess the shared going out and not so much of a blaze of glory could be on both of our heads then, huh? I really thought that'd be something more, I don't know, dramatic coming from you. But if this isn't Apophis and this is you, then I'm probably not actually dying. And I can get back somehow. And you're just lying.
If that's what you want to believe.
I don't believe a single word that ever comes out of your mouth. So yeah, it's what I believe.
Well, you should believe this. You're going to watch each of them die. Or give up. Fade away into nothingness right here and right now. They get to live.
See, I'm not that stupid. I don't trust you, and I don't trust anything that you say regarding my friends, and I don't trust you to leave them alone once I'm gone. So I'm not gonna leave them and die and not be there to at least try to protect them when all of this falls through.
The form of Apophis will glide over to each of their strings, stopping at Zoe's, and take one clawed fingertip and kind of rest it on top of the string, and starting to tug downwards. And Zoe, similarly, it just feels like a blade just went through your heart.
Zoe just kind of tries to play it off and will just kind of lean on something hard next to her.
Thankfully, the attention does seem to be down on Min's body, so he does let go.
Stop it.
Or what?
Or I'll find you first. We end this cat and mouse game and I find you first, and then we'll see who's sorry.
It's not going to go well for you.
Nothing has been going well for me for the last 3 cycles, 4 cycles. I don't see why this could make it any different. You found me. Congratulations. Let's get it over with. You're right. I can't keep running forever.
No, it doesn't get to be that easy. You killed me.
You deserved it.
I was helping you.
I don't know how many times we can have this back and forth argument, conversation, whatever you want to call it. Helping is not the term I have ever described what you were doing to me.
When they're all dead, and it's just you and me, maybe then you'll listen to reason.
So you think that helping me would be killing my friends now? Is that how we're going to play it?
Perhaps
you really
you'll
think I'll
lose
listen to reason?
Well, hope. And if all of your hope is gone, then we'll see what's left.
Right. And you know what? If you get that far, if you kill all of them and it's just me and you left, you're gonna wish you had stayed dead. Because I will not make it quick and easy like I did last time.
Please don't. I want you to give me everything you have, so that when I'm still standing over you, it'll hurt that much more.
I've never backed down from a challenge before, and I'm not going to start now.
There's a horrific pain that zips through your chest. It almost pulls you off your feet and then dissipates. And then again and again as your body is getting shocked. and then it's all gone. Your eyes open to stare up at all of them above you. Your hard suit probably cut open, honestly. And there's Apophis. For the first time, probably in a very long time, worried and scared.
There's like clearly some kind of words trying to come out of their mouth as they come to terms with how much excruciating pain they're in this moment that Kaya is trying to save them, and nothing comes, because it's very much like when you get punched in the chest or you're in so much pain you can't form words. And then she just looks over at Apophis and goes, "Fuck you." And then it's like,
they're fine. You had us worried for a moment.
yeah. I had me worried too. I think I died for a second.
We'll add it to the
But-
list.
Yeah, it clearly doesn't want to take. But can we either knock me out or fix this? Because
If we give you any more of any kind of drug, I'm worried you're going to explode.
Fine. But whoever gets punched first, it's not my fault. Just know that.
I told Apophis he gets to take all the blame for this.
I was gonna blame him anyway.
I
Kind of like,
truly am the monster for wanting you back and alive.
Amen. When you're on your feet, punch me in the face. I'll give it to you for free.
You had it coming anyways, so I'll make it two.
No doubt. Only one's free.
Fine. I think just for a little descriptive text on the way during the last part of that conversation and on the way back into her body again, when I was like shocking her, obviously, I believe with like the paddles of life or whatever. There's like a moment where I think she, at least the viewer would catch the rest of it, but she catches her arm that is not technically her arm anymore and would have been where the mangled like components are left over from her mechanical arm are, and it's just a flesh arm as it was before, with the kind of holographic tattoo of FC4 on it. And if the viewer were to see the full image of her, which she could not see herself, it would be a glitching version between Kaylin or FC4, which she was cloned as, so the direct copy of Kaylin before she was able to redefine herself as Min and shave her hair and get the tattoos and everything. So it was a very normal looking person compared to now. And I think she's probably like got that hyperfixation in her brain that she can't shake it again, of just all of those memories flooding back from when she was there with Navarian, on top of that, like who she used to be and what she knew she was supposed to be printed as. And it's all of a lot, and I don't think she would want to talk about anything, period, and on the way back, just or for the few hours after she was stable.
If I can add a little, I even feel like there's moments where she just kind of subconsciously reached down, like phantom limb, but like kind of feeling where that tattoo was on the arm.
100%. Even if she was never printed with it, because when she came online, it was gone, and that's where her mechanical arm is now. But yeah, I can hate Navarian. Thanks, Hoop.
load back up into your dropship, the Dragon Fang. Where are you headed? What would you like to do?
Get drunk.
We should rest up a bit first, I think.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Mr. Elsky did obviously want you to be there for the when she lands, and requested that you be, present when she talks to Jerry.
Do I?
I'll at least be there and volunteer too if anyone does not like, the person with
Yeah.
a gaping wound.
If they're not up
Yeah.
for it, at least a representative.
Yeah.
Someone's
might-
gonna have to be there to shout abuse at Jerry if Min's not gonna be there to do
I was
it.
gonna say, with Min in this state, I would not put her in a room with Jerry because he might not make it out. Because we all know how she feels about Jerry. For no reason in particular, I'm gonna be real. I still don't have a reason except that I don't trust him.
Just because he's a punching bag, and I feel like Min hates people who are punching bags.
That is one thing, and he's just too perfect. He's just too anxious. What is under that anxiety?
Perfect. He's a bag of cortisol.
Oh.
He's
Okay,
solely
well,
responsible for the failing mining station.
I don't understand how Min works or operates mentally when it comes to paranoia. So maybe Hoop is right. Maybe it's just because he is a punching bag, and she just is like, please grow a spine, sir. But let's not put them in a room together. And I'm probably gonna try and work on detaching this biomechanical arm and go get a new one. So yeah, we can like remove her from the situation and proximity for safekeeping.
Sure.
Both parties.
Well, your ship would land back on Hell's Gates in time to see the procession that is about to take place.
Is it pomp and circumstance? Because Garm hates that shit.
And the orderly machine drone of the docking bay is broken as the line of 8 pirates bearing trumpets and horns file out of a landed transport, all beginning to blast fanfare. Each of them clad in a hardsuit styled after armor of a medieval knight. As you
Garm whispers tomorrow, fucking barony bullshit.
those of you that want to be part of this, you step out and you stand next to Zinfandel, who just looks at you and in a very low grunt. Oh, for fuck's sake. And you all get the feeling that if it weren't for the microgravity that you're currently in, they would even be unfurling a red carpet. But then there she steps out, gliding serenely out of the airlock, tall, broad-shouldered, with hair dyed silver at the roots, fading into sunset purples and blues. Like the others, her hardsuit is fashioned into knight's armor, but hers has more emblems on it, more signs of nobility. And around her waist, is a sword, an actual sword. She glides out flanked by 6 guards, all carrying pikes, and one young attendant, a squire, carrying a large scroll that unfurls and begins to read from. Presenting Elsky, Grand Mistress, Marshal to the most noble order of Knights of the Dark Corps, her honored guard and several residents of Hell's Gate, freshly liberated. As the salvage team all pop out of the drop pod.
Way too sober for this shit, Kaya.
Zinfandel again just narrows their eyes. They better not be expecting a fucking parade.
I
God.
think they're going to make their own parade.
I'm with you. I'm too sober for this.
Just without like even like turning from where they're looking, Kaya, like there's just pockets full of everything on her suit. Just grabs 2 flasks and hands them to either side. One to Garm, one to Zenfidel.
Oh, they'd absolutely take a swig
Thank the gods.
as over an open
Swing
channel,
hands it off tomorrow.
over an open comms channel, you would hear Elsky's voice. I didn't know that was an option, but no, the only gratitude I require is an audience with the station director. I am owed that much. And she looks at those of you that are present. And I would like them to be there as well. And
Great.
she will turn and start marching towards Jerry's office.
She knows where to go, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Apparently, Zin just takes a deep breath and follows after.
Yeah, I mean, I still got a tab of that shit we got from the beach. Who wants some?
So do I. That's going to be tonight.
Yeah.
A quick search of the Knights of the Dark Core would tell you that they're basically a very small pirate faction. They're just not uncommon around these parts. What is uncommon is the oaths and the formality and the ceremony that goes into this faction. It's strange, to say the least. They refuse to kill an unarmed person without giving them a chance to surrender. They refuse to steal other than life or death emergencies. And unless, of course, their target is wealthy. Very much Robin Hood-esque. But they do their best to put good out into the universe as much as they can. And you're certainly getting looks as you are part of this parade now marching towards Jerry's office. And
Garm's looking towards his feet, shaking his head, just muttering the whole time.
is Min the only one not here?
Yeah, I imagine we sent her
Think
off
so.
to like some sort of a medical bay
Probably.
to rest up.
Well, then the rest of you would walk into Jerry's office to see Grand Mistress Elsky there, sitting perched on Jerry's desk, far too close to him. Jerry with a look of indescribable discomfort on his face. As you step in, the eyes like flick over to you and back, and to you and back, suggesting that he is internally screaming. Oh, good. You're here. And will like push away from the desk and feign like getting up to, greet each of you.
I try to like position myself after like, nice to see you, Jerry, where like I'm between Elsky and him to give a buffer. Just wherever he ends up.
Oh, she'd absolutely
Take that
just like
space.
twirl around, get to her feet. And how tall is Kaya?
5'11" ish, just under 6 foot.
Yeah, close to 6, yeah.
So she's taller by a good 4 or 5 inches.
She's
Damn.
freaking Garm height.
Very tall. But would, she would get closer to you, not in like a sizing up or like a dominance way, but to like just take you in, to look you up and down, to look each of you up and down, smile, and we'll take a seat at the table.
Lady, buy me a drink first.
I assume that each of you are taking your seats.
Yes, I'll just like kind of like pump down in the seat, exhausted.
Garm will stand behind Marl's chair.
Oop.
Hmm?
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
this she's taller than Min, and I said it while I was on mute like 5 minutes ago, but I'm gay. And look, this is the second person under Howl is a put it fucking. I'm just saying.
Under how? Huh? That's interesting.
Min
Crazy.
isn't there. Min.
I know that, and I'm
Min isn't
upset about
there.
it. I'm upset about it.
Well,
Fucking gay, man.
That's on
Really
you.
gay.
the Grand Mistress does appreciate your affections. But once you're all seated, she would continuing that smile, not the smile of someone that is trying to manipulate you, or the smile of someone who is, looking for an opportunity to screw you over, basically, but a genuine smile of being excited that she met you.
That is a first for this crew.
Yeah.
It immediately makes us more suspicious.
Well, there is
no
no
one likes
need.
us.
There's no need to, I believe the phrase, beat around the bush. I need help.
And if you want to.
I have a problem. This problem is named Roderick Steele.
Isn't that the douchebag from the ag colony?
Impact Dynamics, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the food
Okay.
guy? Is that the food guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. Captain Douche Nozzle the First.
Yeah.
Or as-
Kind of like adjusts in like a I am listening sort of way.
As was described on the podcast, the walking septic tank.
Yes.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Yeah.
Very accurate description.
Well, as I am sure that you are aware, these snatch squads that he has deployed, they need to be stopped. We weren't sure why they were forcibly recruiting people until now. He's apparently been watching too many Battle Royale vids because he is planning to start something called the Steel Games.
The what?
Steel Games.
Makes me hungry just hearing about him.
Force unwitting people into mechs that barely function. Pit them to the death against each other. The winners get to go free. I
Yeah,
would
don't
say
like
that we turn to Union, as you would think that they would care about this, but I believe there's only one Union ship even in Calliope, and what are they supposed to do against the fleet that Impact Dynamics has?
Mm. So you want us to kill this dude, or?
Oh, I would love to kill him myself, but my nights are stretched thin just trying to keep people from being abducted.
Uh-huh.
Plus, they would not even let me land on Asphodel, much less let me get close enough to myself.
Right.
I was gonna look at Kaya and he's gonna say, "Look, this is what happens when we go easy on people, Kaya. I mean, we've talked about this."
Pretty sure Min did actively try to kill him. I don't think.
He's not dead, so she wasn't actively
Yes.
trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, why don't we remedy that? Give you another
Yes.
chance.
Okay. Yeah.
You're talking about a whole fleet, though, are you? suggesting we do some sort of covert situation?
Well, yes. I'm so glad that you asked. There is no way to get in through space. Not to get close enough to Roderick to do any harm. The air defenses alone would shoot you out of the sky before you got close enough to even see him.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm not sure like where this is going.
I happen to know
No,
a
I'm
few
not.
folks in the Furnace City who could get you in and could, under the cover of espionage, help you to get closer. Because, look,
I was
if
gonna look at Jerry.
Jerry
Jerry,
is still
what-
incredibly
What gives her
uncomfortable.
the what of our experience in this system has given anyone the idea that we're good with covert operations?
I don't think it's your discretion that the Grand Mistress here is interested in. I think it's the fact that you assholes just refuse to die.
Guy cringes.
Look, if Steel is to get away with this for any longer, I don't know what will happen. If no one stops him, how long before he starts making everyone in Calliope start paying for basic food and water? He's already free to act with impunity, and there's not a soul that's not afraid to stop him.
Disagree with any of the things you're saying, and quite honestly, I do agree with him, and I have been plotting his downfall since I first met him. But what is his operation like? I mean, is it just like a cut the head off the snake and everything will be fine, or is there just going to be another asshole ready to continue his plan?
Well, that's part of the plan. We draw the line. We send a clear message to him and anyone trying to take his place that they are not invincible. That there are things that the people of Calliope will not allow. You get onto his stage, you kill him in front of his followers? That would send a message that no bullet could ever do on its own.
Look, I'm all for kicking bullies in the nuts, don't get me wrong, but we're currently a pilot and 3 mechs down, so what's your time frame on this business?
We don't exactly know the dates, but we know that the arena is not functional yet. They're still working on getting it built, on making a planet-wide broadcasting stations. I would estimate a few weeks, but I would take as little time as you need. Like I said, I can get you into the Furnace City.
Kaya.
Sorry, go ahead.
Garm just looks at Kaya and says, I don't think I have that kind of time, Kaya.
I mean,
Do you say
what-
this audibly so
shit.
other people can hear? Or
Yeah, he says it.
I'm sorry, are we gonna have like a deadline or something?
Remember that talk we were gonna have?
Yeah.
We'll have it soon. Then you'll know everything.
What does that mean?
I'm
You're gonna bring this up right in the middle of some weird death game fight?
Not in front of the tall knight lady.
Yes. I believe that we have some things that we need to deal with, so I think time is probably fine, especially since we all know this is a great place to hide from all problems, for at least a little bit.
As I said, I can get you into the Furnace City. You'd have a valid landing permit, but it's not for more than a few ships. My influence, unfortunately, does not extend very far planetside.
Speaking of, what is your hope for after this? Someone's going to have to take up the helm of this operation, otherwise no one's going to get fed.
There are... Well, it's Paradise. The Paradise known as Impact Dynamics. People are not happy. Steel always underpaid all of the valuable workers, but now even mid-level managers are... Well, they're starting to feel it. Of course, no one is publicly speaking out because they'd find themselves thrown out an airlock instantly. But once Steel is gone, there are good folk who do want to help.
Looking for a promotion there, Jer?
No, I'm perfectly content here.
Just a very long, emotionless look from Kaya at Jerry after he says it. Just like, yep.
Well, there's also the issue of all the prisoners.
Excuse me?
Everyone that's been forcibly kidnapped, we can't leave them there.
I did kind of forget that that was a part of all this.
Right.
How does us entering the arena, we're going to have to kill these people to get where we're going, and I'm not okay with that. Don't get me wrong, I'll kill someone at the drop of a hat, but they don't got it coming.
Yes, do we know the state of these prisoners? Are they working? Are they...
That I don't know. But you are going to face Steel's security forces, yes. But these are the same security forces that are kidnapping people. We are fighting them every day.
I mean, that's fine with me. I think we were just more concerned that innocent people would be thrown in the line of fire, and we would have no way of knowing until it was too late.
I can't promise there won't be. But if we don't do something, far more innocent people are going to get hurt.
It's the nature of the universe.
No, I think I agree. This is deranged. And while I'm wary of the plan, yeah, we probably should put a stop to this psychopath.
Good.
This feels like a bad time to ask this, though. The bosses have to ask the tricky questions, I suppose. Well, yes, this is all very noble, and I do agree that that asshole needs to die, and that his operations need to be moved on to someone with a little bit more, honor, respect, smarts, charisma, lots of things. What is our payment for this? We are putting our life in the lines.
Is it not enough to know that you're simply doing good for the system, for rescuing innocents from an
We
untimely
rescue
death?
a lot of innocents, and
Yeah.
that puts up a pretty
Spitting
large
in the
bill?
eye of a tyrant? Must
Not
this
when
be
we
about
feel like-
nothing more than material benefits?
We
No,
have-
but
a pilot in a hospital right now that we have to put back together, as well as 3 mechs, and that is a pretty regular occurrence, so we do just want to make sure that we're not going into the red.
I am only kidding with you.
Good.
If your morals can bear the burden of being paid by one notorious pirate, I'm more than happy to be your wealthy patron. On top of that, pull this off, and perhaps I can get you some state-of-the-art equipment to beef up that ship of yours, the Dragon's Tooth, yes?
Is that our ship? Looks at Jerry.
Yeah, Garv looks at Jerry too. Yeah, that would be nice to fix up our ship.
Yeah.
I do remember quite a few months ago the promise of a ship. Is it that one?
Yeah. Nice jump drive would be nice.
Yes.
Suppose that you've done more than enough. Yes, I suppose it is yours.
Tomorrow we're painting that motherfucker.
Yeah,
This
it's
is
a
it.
whole new.
Does the very gung-ho Marine captain come along with that ship?
Oh, mother HP.
Yeah, you try and get her out of that thing.
It's kind of what I thought. Okay.
She's got to stop calling us Marines, though. That's really getting under my skin.
Good luck. Well, if there is nothing else, I perhaps will take a stroll through Hell's Gate. I haven't been here since, what, you kicked me out the last time, Jerry? Yeah, and I was hoping it would stick, but yes, please, do stroll through my streets.
I recommend the generic bar.
Generic bar? That's a creative name.
You should meet the bartender.
Why do you meet the bartender? Yeah.
Well, will do. And she'll get up, give you all a very proper, noble bow, and then turn and leave the office. Squire and knights in tow.
After she leaves, Zoe kind of pipes up. Why was she kicked out last time?
She's a pirate.
That still doesn't answer my question.
We have a no pirates policy, thanks to the Hellhounds, which... that's a whole can of worms because apparently they're working for the cult now.
Yep.
Those,
Right. They're
learned
working
that.
for the cult?
Right?
Or
Didn't we know
they're
that?
working for Impact Dynamics?
Both, I think.
the individuals you fought were... their insignia was covered up, but you saw that it was indeed the Hellhounds.
Mhm.
Well, you should change your policy and start letting pirates on this place. And also, you should ask her out.
I will take a hard pass on both
When's the
of
last
those.
time you had a good night out, Jerry? You look stressed to the nines.
Well, that would be when the one person who I ever got close to disappeared without a trace.
Yeah, you really bring
Okay,
the
so
mood
that
down here.
wasn't the answer I thought it would be. So, slight regrets
You
on what
still
I
need to clean
asked,
your
but
pipe.
kind of still stands.
Yeah, Jerry, I think you deserve a day off. I mean,
Yeah.
everything's going smooth enough. If you want, I can just man the seat for a little bit. Make sure that nothing blows up. I won't make any calls. I won't push any buttons.
Yeah.
I'll have insert name of his NHP.
Shelly,
I'll have Shelly helping. Go get a drink from bartender motherfucker.
go
Yeah.
check on
And
your
flirt
friend.
with a hot pirate.
Go check on your friend.
Jerry.
I'll be
Y'all,
fine
for the
here.
sake of Elsie,
Just go make out
please
with 7 or
ask.
8 people and just
No.
relax.
No.
What
no.
question do you want asked?
Please, I want the Jerry lore. Who is it? Who's gone?
The
thought it
guy
was
that got
First
Kidnapped.
mission
kidnapped.
manager.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was
it was
the
lady. I can't-
Captain Stavros's girlfriend. Who
Okay.
was upset to not
Yeah.
find here.
Okay. All right. Let Jerry get laid then, but after me first because I'm gay.
You make it better.
Like,
Yeah, but-
there's no straight in the future.
We don't
We've
know if
decided.
Jerry's
No, there's none.
Right.
There's none.
Look, let Jerry get laid. Period. I don't care who it's with. Maybe he'll be like less sus.
Look, Jerry, pump me full of drinks and I'll ruin you for other humans. So I'm just
Oh
gonna throw that
Jesus!
out.
Honestly,
Jesus.
it's a little terrifying, but Garm and Maul are great wing people. Let me just say.
It's
They
true.
could talk you
We are
up,
pretty good.
It's true.
and I will make sure nothing burns down. I am the most trustworthy of this group, you cannot deny.
Kaya,
Oh.
born to be here. Let her take the seat.
Go check on your friend. I'm fine.
Schedule a day off. And
We'll
we'll be
see.
there.
Is there anything we need to be worried about with her? I
Other
mean,
than the fact that she's a pirate?
well, yeah, that's a big worry, but I mean, we don't know her, and it seems like you know more than we do. So,
There's nothing that I think is gonna raise any flags with any of you. She's a lot. They're all a lot, clearly, by this procession that just marched into my office, but
That was a lot.
no, I
Yeah,
think
I've known a lot of pirates. I've never known any that cosplay as knights before.
yeah. But from what I've seen, they do try and stick to their code as much as they can. They do try to help people, as long as they feel like you deserve it. I don't know exactly where, but she is from the baronies.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah, I know. Hard to hide that under all that gestures to everything. And if you listen to the rumors, apparently she's in a relationship with just about every political figure in all of Calliope.
Except
So.
apparently you.
I must be immune to her charms.
I don't know. You, her, and Rita make a cute throuple. I'm just throwing it out there.
Oh, I don't know. Rita has a stick so far up her ass.
Yeah, but he can play that off. It'd be kind of hot.
Well,
um,
if we're done here, I got about a week's worth of paperwork left to get to. That's with Shelly's help. So,
We're done here
Very
for
good at
now.
paperwork.
fine.
well, let us know if you find anything else out or anything weird
Sure.
pops up, please.
Till then, go. You're free. And you'll kind of be
How
ushered.
soon can I decorate on your ship? I say as I'm getting pushed out the door.
If Jerry heard
Tell
you,
Siren we're
there
paying
was
that
no
fucker.
answer. But speaking of the generic bar, you would team-wide get a message from Bartender Motherfucker saying, "Hello, customer
Hello.
name. Bartender
Oh.
Motherfucker requests that you, suggestive eyebrow wiggle, acquire some liquor that the Outlanders make." Apparently, the word of your journey is spreading very quickly around the streets of Hell's Gate. Do not worry, you will be compensated with random days of free drinks. And the broadcast ends.
Yo, I really hope Marl did that like out loud in character, like those answering machine voicemails where like, hello?
100%. 100%.
Hello? Oh, I'm not here right now, but if you want, you can leave a message and you just responded to it like fucking everybody, like my dad does.
Yep.
I'm in love. That was the best message you could ever get. I love this fucking bartender man.
Bartender Motherfucker.
That's what I said.
All right. Looks like we're snatching up some alcohol, guys.
Well, you all would have some time to recuperate, to get your mechs reprinted, to explore Hell's Gate again, noticing that compared to when you first got here, this is turning into almost a livable place. Like, the random power outages seem to rarely happen, if at all. There's no longer a massive tool shortage from printers being out of order. In general, you are seeing people content. Happy might not be the right word, but they are content here. And that is no small part due to your efforts. Min, over in some very small medical bay where you would see people being brought in for anything from just, gashes got on the job, which they're patched up almost immediately, to much more severe injuries, which are requiring some more attention. And almost all of them, passing by your bed and start, they whisper to the nurses, whispering amongst the patients, like, you're borderline famous here.
I hate that. Oh, I hate this so much.
Part of
I'm
my
out.
problem, Hoop.
Yeah, like, thanks. Guys, stop talking about me. I know. Shut the fuck up.
Let me kill shit in peace.
Please stop talking. I guess it really doesn't matter anymore. He knows where I'm at, so like, whatever.
Yeah,
Maybe that was
she
just
knows where I'm
just temporary psychosis.
Look, I've been temporarily psychosed several times then.
at.
Actually, I would believe it.
And it's apparently communicable because Marl's got it going on.
Yeah,
too.
because apparently Marl, maybe it's a contagious thing. Sorry, Marl. I've been trying to think about it for the last 20 minutes, and I cannot for the life of me think of what media I'm thinking of. But the one where like just the person in the hospital just like, I'm not gonna be here anymore, I'm out, and just starts like, it just walks out, and if anybody tries to stop them, it's like bam through the wall.
Starts ripping out the IVs and shit.
I will not do that because Elsie has a problem with that because Elsie works in the medical field. I'm like, every time someone does that in the ER, I'm like, please don't do that, please don't do that, please don't do that, and they do it anyways. But whatever. And I
no
know
one
how to
would
remove
stop
an IV.
you. It's
Great. I'm so happy. I'm out.
Good.
I don't want to sit here and like, honestly, if that's the thing, I think the vibe is to go out the window then, because she thought people were gonna stop her, so she just left out the window. And then they just come back, and I'm pretty sure somebody watched her do it and just did.
Oh yeah.
They're just like, oh, you want us to handle that? You want your clothes back? Like, we have your stuff.
You forgot your jacket.
And she's just like, crawls back in through the window, snatches the jacket, crawls back out. I don't know if they were able to remove the cybernetic arm or not. If not, it's just like mangled pieces like dangling still.
They
like,
did cut off the
wind
majority of it, probably about a little below the elbow.
I kind of feel like when we were patching you up, we kind of probably would have disengaged the worst parts of it to, give Kaya better access to your life-threatening shit.
Kaya knows not to touch it. Kaya knows that it's way too integrated into her like actual physiology to touch that. I'm not in like a field where it's controlled.
Mhm.
So whatever they cut off is fine, but it was still like that when she got there, and now it's fine to move around, and there's not a wind chime on her arm. And she crawled right back out the window. Did not use the door, even though they were like, you can leave. I'm out. And she's gonna go find Kraken because that is the best bet she has at getting a new arm.
Sure.
And yeah, that's where I'm gonna go while they are having their discussion with good old Jerry.
Okay, don't forget to get that thing for Kraken from Vice
Oh,
President.
yeah, I did go there, so I'll return it to her after the fact.
Yeah. Kraken is currently in her shop. A stream of curse words in various languages and dialects all just spewing out of the back as something very heavy and metal just came crashing to the floor. And she looks up as you step in. What'd you do?
Stop. What I do?
Yeah.
Can I get a little more context? Because I feel like the answer to that is going to be varied depending on what you're referencing.
Like, takes her snow white hair, pulls it back into a ponytail, marches up to you, and just gesturing towards your arm.
Oh. got my ass kicked outside of mech by another mech, and I almost maybe died a little bit. So I didn't really have control over where that sword was slicing, but thank God. I've made it pretty far in life without having to replace it many times, but this is probably the worst of it. So, do you have a quick fix?
Of course I do.
Cool. How long is it gonna take?
Are you wondering how long it's going to take me to install an incredibly advanced, very delicate piece of machinery to your nervous system?
Yeah, because I have no idea how much time that takes.
I mean, do you want a rush job? Should I just slap it on, slap a band-aid?
No, I need it to work and not to mess up. So I guess slap on is not the best terminology I should have picked for that. And your work, which is pretty good.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm having a stressful day. Just let's start over. Welcome back. I'm glad you're alive.
Me too.
Please have a seat.
All right. And I'm gonna mosey on over and sit down, and I am observing the area to see what kind of stressful day they are having.
It looks like with the functionality of Hell's Gate restored, there are a influx of customers, all mostly mundane stuff for a very talented mechanic such as Kraken, and it is starting to get to her because she likes to, explore new things and take on these, near impossible projects that require perfect precision. But no, her days are full of just monotony. And it's just not fun.
I vibe with that. That is a very valid thing to go through. Men can absolutely relate to that as well. But also, they would want to scan the area for, I believe they also saw the NHP on the ceiling the last time they were there.
You've seen Moira, yeah.
Yeah. Good eyes on that.
Oh, yeah.
And also, tell Apophis to behave at the same time. I don't have time for whatever shit he's pulling with that shit right now.
Never tell Garm about that in HP.
Yeah, we're not ever doing that. Because
the
last
physicality. Oh, sorry.
The last thing I need is for him to run his mouth while she's working on my arm and then botch it on purpose because I did something. He did something. Correction. He did something to piss both of them off.
Not a word from Apophis. As the form of the spider-like form of Moira is just there above you.
Heard. Acknowledged.
And Kaya, you were going to pay Kraken a visit?
Yes.
Yeah. You'd coming straight from your meeting with Mistress Elski and poor Jerry. You'd step into the office, hearing Min's voice, and see the two of them busily at work, one detaching the arm and then, obviously getting ready to graft a replacement.
Give a little nod up to Moira in the corner. Go over. Fancy meeting you here, I suppose. Whatever. How are we feeling? Alive?
Oh, alive. Yeah. Yeah. There's some stuff to talk about, I think. But maybe that should wait for whatever you have to handle here. I mean, I can talk about it here. I don't really care anymore. Everybody knows. He knows where we're all at. And so it's not really something I'm trying to hide anymore. But whatever business you have going on should be handled first, because this could take a minute.
Gotcha. Kraken, I picked up your order from Icebreaker.
Oh,
I don't know what it is. It's a box.
right. Yeah. But you can just set it down over there. It's less of a priority than it used to be, but yeah, still. Has
You seem down.
just tired. Did you get your leg cut off too? Is that
Oh no, that's already happened. I'm still good so far.
okay?
Yeah. Yeah, that's all I really had. The mood, the vibes in here are very off, for sure. So, might as well, I guess, if you have anything you need to say, Min, or is it more a team meeting when we all get back tonight? Or probably before we go out tonight. I don't know if you got the motherfucker text, but...
You did. With the insert suggestive eyebrow wiggle here.
It's not even emoji, it's just badly typed code.
Mm-hmm. Hey, if you two need some space, this place is free of, anyone that might be trying to eavesdrop.
Any odd things, real quick, like, speaking of free of eavesdropping and stuff, any other odd things, or things being stolen, or mysterious caskets being dropped off, and, I don't know, your customers seeing terrifying men in video that no one else can see?
Nothing that exciting, unfortunately.
I'm starting to wonder if that was like one of my vision things, or if I actually saw it.
I don't know what that means.
It's okay, I don't even really either myself. But back to it. Men, things.
Oh, yeah. So, where do I start with this? I was dying, ? When you came to save me, which of course I think you realized, as you're the medic, so you understand all of that.
Oh yes, I popped in and a lot of medical readouts were flashing in my face.
Yeah. Once again, thankful for you being at my side. I don't know what number time this is. I'm sure you're the one keeping count of that.
I did have a tally inside my mech, but...
Yeah, that's something we got to talk about too. The whole new mech thing. And so when I was dying, it wasn't exactly, like, oh, go towards the light, and it wasn't wake up in somebody else's body again kind of situation that we you understand, I'm sure. We both, that's how we got here. But when I was there, I thought I heard Apophis. And then I saw Apophis, and he was not saying Apophis things, but they could have been mistaken for Apophis things, I assure you. And then I realized that it was Navarian. He was fucking with me again, and while I was dying too, so that was great. I don't know how he got in my head, but not at that point. I was floating above my body, and I saw all of us, and I saw me, and I saw strings attached to all of us, and I can only assume, Kaya, that those are what tie us to life itself. Because when I touched yours first, and you looked so in pain, and then he somehow took the form of Apophis himself and had him tug on everybody else's. Or would have. He only made it to Zoe. And that alone, I'm sure he knows, put me through so much more pain and torture than anything he could say, because seeing you guys like that, it was awful. But what I'm really trying to explain to you is that this is, once again, getting way bigger than I thought it would with everyone else's involvement, and he has threatened you guys over and over again. And I never wanted to involve any of you, but he is making it a point to let me know that he is going to kill every single one of you first, and I am going to be the one to suffer from watching it all happen. And I just want to let you know first, because you've been with me since the beginning, pretty much, that you have an out. You don't have to deal with this anymore. I'll go. I'll deal with this on my own.
Jesus Christ. What
And-
is up with this team and just trying to fucking martyr themselves and run off to save everybody else? I'm
Look.
fucking tired of it. No. No. We do this together. We've died together already. What's the second fucking time? Okay?
That
I'm going to figure out what's going on in his head. Nix and I had an odd plan. It could possibly work. Anyway, there's a lot of steps. We really need to have like a team meeting. I think when people aren't in mental turmoil.
Team meetings. Nobody's gonna want to do a team meeting.
No, I was gonna
Everyone's
do one,
gonna
but
have
then
to be at least shit-faced to have a team meeting, and you know that.
yeah.
Nobody gets together unless there's alcohol. But I'm just
You're
saying.
not fucking leaving because he's attached
Okay.
to Marl too. And even if
Yeah.
you're far, he'll drag us all back together or something. I think we need to figure out where and how the fuck he's
doing
here.
this.
Yes.
Yeah. Why didn't you get stuck with him? Why is it me? You're flash cloned. What the fuck?
I don't know. I apparently see strange men in videotapes, so still don't have an
It's the
answer to
nature
that
of
one.
the internet.
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe yours will be worse off than mine in the end. We'll see. But if I could trade you right now, I sure as fuck would.
I don't want to think about it. Okay, I just like a random thought.
Okay.
And I'm just going to speak things out. Okay, he wasn't doing what the other guy, insert proper name, did. What was the other crazy scientist man?
Virga.
Virga wanted to become an NHP, wanted to become a god, like wanted to do that. Your fucker wanted to level the playing field? Was that what it was? So, tear down, bring up, what's the vibe there? Because, long story that I'll get into later, found myself in a really terrifying, weird part of Legion space. You know, NHPs have that. They exist there. Apparently there's shadow sections of it. I don't know. Next time I'm going to be doing a lot more researching. But has Navarian, come up with some sort of other plane for us? Like, how is he able to tug on our light? How were you able to be there? How is he talking to Marl? Is there another sort of Legion space equivalent for humanity? You know, the stories of purgatory and the such, like...
I don't know. That could be an answer to it. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he'd come up with something. He wasn't stupid. Like, as much as I would hate to compliment him on anything he's ever done, his research was unmatched. Like, there's a reason he has so many fail safes, how he's still alive. I shouldn't have been so stupid as to think killing him once would have been the end all to be all. I didn't think to check that he'd be able to flash clone himself or clone himself, whatever the fuck he's done now, he had enough backing to have these fail safes. He wasn't nobody. So if he came up with something else that allowed him to pull us onto his own playing field or have some kind of match there for humanity, I would not be surprised at all, Kaya. So are you muted, Tay?
So we need to have a team meeting, but when one of us isn't actively dying or the other one is stuck
I'm
in
not
a
dying
hellhole.
anymore.
You're not anymore, and hopefully Marl won't be screaming because of his voice anymore. So, drinks, and then...
Right, the message. I really thought I was hallucinating. I honestly, the winky faces, eyebrow wiggles, that kind of made me think I was high. A little bit on pain meds.
You had a lot, so...
But were they real? That message? He was doing the eyebrow wiggle, the emoji.
Yeah, either it's, someone decided it'd be funny to program some sort of bad marketing examples, or
I mean,
it's a trap
got
and
all
we're
of
gonna
us
die
going.
again. I don't know at this point, it's
Look,
50-50 shot, really.
He's got all of us going, and I honestly, now that I think about it, wouldn't take much marketing to bring us in if there was alcohol involved.
People know. That's true.
So whether it's bad marketing or not, it worked.
You get your arm fixed. We'll get everybody rounded up together for some drinks. And in the meantime, Kraken, is there a crematorium on this place?
That is such a weird question to ask, Kaya.
I have some bones.
You're not making it any less weird.
The station needs to have a giant laser that ran through the core to, mine out.
Oh, I need to keep the ashes, though, is the thing.
Not that I know of, but...
Cool, I'll just carry a bag of bones with me, then.
Intrusive thought for Kaya. Garm and Marl could probably print you one.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean,
but also, Garm's mech is a flamethrower, so...
Yeah, it's built to burn.
Your mechs probably could get the job done.
Honestly, I feel like that's probably good.
Am I gonna get an explanation for that now? I feel like the tables have turned, and I'm supposed to be asking you, hey, we're not supposed to be keeping stuff from each other, Kaya. Wow, secrets. Yeah.
I don't really... it's not that it's a secret, I just don't quite know how to process it. I got attacked by a Banshee NHP in a shadow version of Legion Space when Nix and I nearly died. I found the mech, hence why then I was getting attacked by a Banshee, and now I have a mech, but there was a human woman that used to pilot it who had promised to bury the bones, but there is no dirt here. And I don't want to really carry a bag of bones, so I figured ashes, would be nice.
Okay, that's not that weird. When you explain it like that, it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's an ordeal. So
there's a jolt that runs from your elbow up to your spine and down to every fingertip and each of your toes as the arm is brought online, and you can, start testing it out, start flexing the fingers.
There's a moment where I think at this point this has happened to men a couple of times, so they know to grab onto something that's not human, or else there's a chance that they might break something as it comes online, because that jolt of electricity is never fun. It's interesting, but it's not fun, and it's painful, but it's not. It's weird sensation. And she'll bring it up in front of her, flex all her fingers, do all of the crossing your fingers, okay sign, thumbs up, neurological stuff. And
in one finger wave.
the middle finger. Make sure that gotta make sure that one works, and then like look over at Crack and be like, yeah, all right. I mean, that was fast enough. If you didn't rush it.
Are you now insulting the quality of my work?
No, I was asking if you did that fast. That's really impressive because it works perfectly. If I was going to insult you, I'd do it to your face, and I'd do it with less words.
I would never put anyone in any situation where my products could get them killed. Now, if you get yourself killed, that has nothing to do with me.
User error. Yeah, I've heard the spiel.
And,
Thanks. What do I owe you for this?
I figured I was just gonna bill Jerry again.
Okay, yeah. Charge him double.
Well,
I'll be back.
poor guy's going through a lot.
He is. But I feel like if he comes to talk to you about it, maybe you guys should go get drinks. Maybe he'll come ask you about it.
If he comes and asks, weirdly, I think Jerry would be a lot of fun to drink with.
That's what I'm. Look,
I tried to
just
get him to take a
saying.
day off. Tried very hard.
if you make more work for him that he knows is wrong, maybe he'll come ask you about it.
Well, last time we took a day off, we did have 3 different sectors all go dark for about 12
I
hours.
offered to fill in, but
We're trying.
some
We're
reason.
honestly.
Either way, you're good to go. You all lose any more limbs, don't forget to, send them my way. Not the limbs, send the person. I don't
Do our best.
need the limbs.
I'll try my best not to lose this one. It's not that I don't appreciate spending time with you, but the process itself is not fun for me.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, I
You did a
guess
great job, though. Thanks.
I should get back to work. Got a whole backlog now, and I hate that I just said that.
feels guilty, backs out.
Yeah.
Gives another little up to Moira.
There's a very barely audible hiss, but very metallic-y.
That was a quieter hiss than it usually is. I think she's warming up to me.
You can tell what that means.
No, absolutely not. I just like to hype
All
myself
right.
up.
Whatever makes you sleep better.
I tell myself a lot of lies to sleep better. Turns around.
Have you tried to hiss back? Have you tried to hiss back, Kaya?
I'm scared. Nix, is it a bad idea if I hiss back?
Yes,
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought.
Apophis is like, do it.
do it.
Yeah.
You won't. No balls.
Just slap the general space that he is standing in. Yeah, go away.
But yeah, you all have as much or as little time as you need here in Hell's Gates, and why don't we take this opportunity to take a quick break, give everyone a chance to stretch your legs, grab a drink, do what you gotta do, and we'll come back in just a bit. With the second half of this episode. And for chat, I'm glad you are liking our take on this story and all of these NPCs, because we love them so very much, except for the ones that we want to kill, at which point we still love them, but just in a different way.
Love to hate him. Oh,
Yeah.
look how she's looking up at you. She was like, oh.
All right,
Super.
we'll be back in just a few.
Badass.
You know what happened to her, Elsie. You happened to her.
I've done it before all of this. But anyways, in this essay, I will discuss how many red flags can I shove into one NPC, and how does this baby in the same episode series grow up to be this hot mess of a hot lady? I would
Well,
let her
I
step
mean-
on me.
You're
Wouldn't we
trying
all?
different red flag loadouts on every series you're in, though. It's
Welcome
I'm
back,
winning.
everyone.
Seeking to one up yourself.
We're back from our break. Decided to give you all just a taste of the paranoid ramblings about the plot points that we discussed.
He's never done anything wrong in his life.
But yeah, where we left off.
Oh my god. Hold on, I have to derail for one more second. Because it's finally dark and y'all can probably hear the train. Look, I put lights on my shelves. Isn't that like
It
a
looks
nice
so
little like
nice.
something going on back
Yeah,
here?
That's awesome.
Right? Anyway, go on.
You look so cool with those lights. I'm not gonna
Thanks.
lie.
That was
Well-
a yesterday project.
Where we left off, we got to learn a little about some of the going-ons with steel impact dynamics and the aforementioned walking septic tank that is leading snatch squads to kidnap people and Hunger Games style throw them into a mech arena for presumably entertainment, which goes against so many laws and human rights violations and everything you could possibly imagine. So, Mr. Steele has rapidly risen on the to kill list, to put it lightly. But we now have, like I said, as much or as little time as you all need to prepare yourselves, to reprint your mechs, and to get yourselves ready to fly off for Asphodel, a technically habitable planet, which one of you has been to already.
Here, the rain is nice.
Yeah, it's just acid rain. I hear it rains down in Asphodel.
I was about to say, are we making a fucking Toto reference?
We're not. We're moving on, guys. We're moving
Also
on.
covered by Weezer.
No. We left
It all
this.
goes back to Weezer.
Oh my
Every
Stop
time.
god. Everything's
No,
connected.
we left this in season 1. We are not
Oh
bringing
no,
back.
we
you
didn't.
know what
didn't.
happened last time we brought
No.
Weezer into this. We ended up
Canonically,
there.
Zoe has
Weezer
multiple
is the
Weezer.
string that ties us all together.
It's not.
Yes.
I saw the strings with my own 2 eyes, and those were not
There's no Weezer
strings.
involved.
You didn't see them go far enough to like eventually lead to Weezer.
They didn't make up a sweater either, so nobody fucking bring that song into it. Stupid ass Weezer.
I feel like Raw looks suspiciously like Rivers Cuomo. I'm not gonna lie.
Last time we fucked with Weezer, I got a fucking virus, and I couldn't kiss my NHP boyfriend ever, and I still haven't. So never mind.
Yeah.
That
My
we
argument
know
is
of.
not valid.
Anyways,
Anyways, we getting drinks, guys, or what?
I guess so. Add more.
Is this a mandatory team meeting, Kaya?
Yes, but we'll have booze.
Don't we always have booze at our team meetings? I feel like when we don't, chairs get thrown. But not me. I've never done
Usually you. It's
that. No,
Yeah.
that does not sound like me.
Yeah.
I don't
It's almost
think
always
I've thrown
you.
a share.
I think it was Zoe last time, actually.
Zoe's never once thrown a chair.
Yeah,
That
that's
you
not
know
really a
of.
Zoe
Table.
thing.
One
Yeah.
time did get flipped by
She
Zoe.
did flip a table that one time.
Well, that was because one of you were cheating, and that wasn't okay
It
We
was
have
a
rules.
office.
for board
Oh.
games. Okay.
Office steals the Monopoly money. Confirm.
Steals your
From the
actual
bank.
money too. We've established that.
That's also true. Make your passwords harder to hack. I'm just saying. Team
Okay,
meeting
so-
booze. Okay.
Yeah, let's get fucked up.
Boozy team meeting.
Yes. Yes.
easy to acquire. Not so great on the quality, but plenty of quantity. Is this... Are we basically just going out, getting drinks, and coming back to our hideout? Is this talk happening at generic bar?
have a round at generic bar, then grab booze and come home?
Pre-game, then
Pre-game at
get
the
some,
bar. The real
and then
party
pick
starts
up
at
some
home.
bottles to take
Generic
it
bar.
home.
Is there a
yeah,
dance
yeah.
club? Because I feel like we need to like
I don't
exercise,
want
like
to
a team
dance.
exercise.
I don't want to dance.
I think we're all a little like worn out. I think we want to just chill and
I
hang
feel like
out.
Just get blotted. We're just okay.
Yeah.
I guess we
The
can just
answer
get
for
blotted.
LC is
Garm can't get
if-
too blotted. He's got a lot of work to do.
if
We all have to go out for at least a little bit to go see all the different people we've been heading on, because I want to do a little smooching on Al, you know,
As
just a
long-
little.
as long as Cerulean isn't gonna be there, I think it's safe for me to be there. Because he's still on my shit list.
We're doing absolutely
I'm
nothing
surprised he's
wrong.
still alive.
Okay. Sometimes
You know
as we
who she's
saw-
forgotten about? The religious people that manhandled Zoe, but flat ass McGillicuddy, she's got a vendetta against.
Because the cult people aren't our problem anymore. We handled that issue.
Yeah,
This dude is still
definitely.
out
I
there
don't
walking
think
around
that's true.
being in a
I don't
from
think
my
that's true
eyes.
either.
What do you mean
And if
not our
Garm
problem
sees one on his
anymore?
fucking station, he's gonna fuck him up.
Does Min
don't
just
know.
have like a what's it called when kids forget
Object
something exists?
permanence.
Yeah, just
Yes.
Object
Yeah.
permanence. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just complete lack of it.
100%. 100%. She's
Uh,
got a lot going on, and she can only hate one thing so much at one.
We're going to generic. We're having a round. We're gonna collect
Yeah.
some
It'll be
booze
great.
and eventually head home. But we're
Yeah,
heading
yeah,
to
yeah,
generic first.
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking, Calamity would not be hard to find. Kraken would probably be out and enjoying a night off finally. You'd actually see a whole slew of individuals out enjoying the night that you probably haven't even met yet. But as
Life's
for
good on Hell's Gate now.
yeah. For as long as you want to be out, you can be out meeting brand new people, catching up with people since you've been gone for a few months now.
Garm will
Right.
buy Kraken a drink as an apology for ditching her at the party. I'm sorry.
They happily accept. At one
hard
point,
fiance.
where'd my D6 go?
No.
Zoe, you would run into an interesting individual, massive, poofy, curly, out of place hair, a look on her eyes that always just looks a little bit manic, but she would introduce herself as Striga von Aldenburg, the paranoid leader of the Truth, a small band of eccentric paranoid sig divers, vaguely aligned with the horizon, but there'd be interesting conversation, at least, for as long as you'd like to sit and enjoy your time with them. Where'd my D6 go? 1, 2, 3. Garm. At one point, you would even run into an individual who is not there to let their hair down, but she's more there to keep an eye on things, hearing that there's a noise disturbance. But Chief MacArthur, an individual
Someone
you've
called the
heard
cops?
in name only, would pop in, do a stroll around the place. Everyone seems to absolutely give her the proper respect, and you'd see people like step out of her way and greet her with the chief, and then as soon as she's passed, resume the merriment. If you even wanted to basically stop the fun police as she made her rounds.
No, he would just mark her progress. He doesn't talk to the popo.
Fair enough. Min. Nope.
Nah.
No, we're gonna just
Okay.
reroll that.
All
What
right.
was it?
Wow.
Oh,
I wanna know
What
so
the
bad what it was.
fuck?
The flag wasn't red enough.
What was it though?
Marl.
Like you can't just.
What?
Wait, what?
You would
It probably
see
was that guy.
a small band of drunk individuals pop in for a moment or two, just enjoying the evening. And at the center of them, of course, with the the flowing musician hair, is one cerulean.
Hey, you. I don't remember your
Kiss,
name.
kiss.
You invited us to a show somewhere at some point. Band? No.
Yeah, I'm kind of a famous musician, but you know what? I've been a little
Famous?
busy.
Okay, wait. No,
Just
no. Famous. What's the name of this little ensemble?
you know what? We've been underground a little bit lately with everything going on, and
Oh yeah,
they're
so much
kidnapping
going
people,
on.
so we
Right?
just we're taking a step back from the limelight, so it,
Oh, but please, if you're famous, I must have heard of you.
we've literally met.
Right. I know. But refresh my memory. Like you said, there's been a lot going on.
You know, actually, I feel like this place is a little crowded. I think we're gonna find another place. It was nice catching up with you. Keep your ear
I'm
out for our next
sorry.
performance.
Where is your next performance?
We'll tell
I
you
thought
that
you
as
were
soon as we
laying
figure it
low.
out.
I'm sorry, is there a problem here?
They're already backing up out the door.
I'm just like menacingly looking at them as they walk out the door.
Sorry, I might
Well,
be chatting
congratulations
loud.
on your shitty band.
Garm hands you a drink. You don't want him. His ass is flat anyway. He keeps walking.
Min. At one point during your escapades for the evening, coming to sit down next to you, the individual that helped you all do your first sig diving journey, Al.
I love Al. Light of my life. What's up?
They just take a seat down, still as composed, as regal as you have ever seen them. Orders a drink, looks over at you, takes a second look. I remember you.
Mm-hmm. I remember you too.
You all almost got in a lot of trouble. I don't know what you found down there, but Shelly wasn't happy about it.
Vague. We get in a lot of trouble in a lot of places, but I
I've
think
heard.
I remember kind of our MO. Yeah. We did a lot of exploration down there that dug up some interesting things, I would say.
Yeah, you could say that was
Shelly
interesting.
was not happy about at all. Yeah. Hope that didn't restrict your business at all down there.
No,
Research and all.
Jerry loves me too much.
Jerry loves me a lot too.
I did go revisit some of the places that you all were doing your diving.
Mm.
Don't
There's
worry.
like a crack in the glass that she's holding with her new mechanical arm.
Don't worry.
Slight tremble to it.
Most people here are running from the past.
Okay.
That's it.
And that's it.
Just,
Nothing about what you found.
I didn't find anything down there. Picks up the drink and will just, give you a smile and turn and kind of go about mingling in the bar.
Can I grab her before she leaves?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to grab her wrist and kind of like. Did you find anything else down there? Besides,
Just a lot of records.
do you have them? Or did you leave them where they were?
Well, they weren't exactly mine to take. Whatever you
Right.
used to do before you, it's no one's business.
I appreciate that. For your, I don't know the word right now. Who I am drawing up, like I keep like subtlety, but I don't think that's
Candor?
a word. So maybe.
Subtlety.
Sure. Subtle. What's the word you use when you're trying to like someone's like
Subterfuge.
discretion?
Discretion.
Discretion. I got there. Thank you for your discretion on that.
Who am I going to tell? The vent crabs?
I don't know who the vent crab's gonna tell.
They're pretty mischievous sometimes.
I'm saying, I think they're kind of funny, actually. You like just put them places they're not supposed to be and watch people's reaction. But been told don't do that, and that's not nice. Whatever.
If trouble should come looking for you, I'll help however I can.
I appreciate that. I would ask for the coordinates of what you found and where you found it, but I think my head's not the safest place for that information right now. So the fewer people who know, the better. But I'll shoot you a message
Sure.
if I need it taken care of. I appreciate it. I do. Thank you. And I don't say that a lot.
I believe that. Give you a smile and they'll turn and head into the bar. Which, of course, you can turn and see Calamity trying to pull Kaya up onto a table so that they can start loudly singing to the music that is currently playing.
Is it Weezer?
I mean, I don't want to, like feigning like she doesn't like want to, like, oh no, I could never. Okay, fine.
Just Calamity like gestures over towards the DJ, the music cuts. And then the very first song that the two of you ever danced to starts playing. And if you are...
What song is it?
I mean, you tell me.
Buddy Holly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's our go-to. That's karaoke night 101.
Absolutely it is. I asked for it even and then still pretended like I didn't want to be a part of this. Requested the song.
Just blaring out through the bar, the two of you just going to town, belting out every word of this song. And kind of feels nice being back to some form of normality, being around people who you may not entirely trust, but you can at least trust that no one here wants to kill you. And you
I'm eventually gonna grab a drink and find Garm. So, we got a deadline. What's up?
I don't know if bar is the proper place to talk about it, Mara.
Okay, all of this build up though better be leading something good. Like,
It's not good.
so spill. What's going on? Everything I've been going through has been laid out on the table in a very dramatic, emotional breakdown that I would have preferred had gone a little bit more civil, but it is all out there. So I feel like, tit for tat.
Is there a spot in the bar that's a little more secluded?
You could
than
step
where
outside.
we're at? Let's head outside, Maro.
Okay.
I guess it's a couple of things, really.
Mm-hmm.
Something I have to tell you, but before that, there's something I have to say.
So you have something to tell me and something to say, and the say has to come before tell.
Doesn't have to, but it should. Is there something to sit on out here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you better sit down, I think.
Okay.
I've been thinking a lot about the talk we had the last time we were here, just before the tachyon.
Right.
And the more I think about it, the more something bothers me.
Yeah, the whole me dying part should bother you. I'd be like offended if it didn't.
Of course that bothered me, but you're here. I guess it's all part of it, but what bothers me I owe you an apology, Marl.
Okay.
Probably a few. What bothers me is that you didn't want to tell me. And I think you tried on the beach.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't understand. And I answered the wrong question. And I reinforced your fear. And I'm sorry about that. But you didn't want to tell me because I've failed to make a place where you feel safe.
That's
like
not
you
true.
Always have for me.
That's not true. I failed to tell you because a strange and bizarre voice in my head was planning some pretty stupid ideas, and I was losing it a little bit because I had, after all, kind of died, but not really. It was a weird headspace to be in.
If you felt safe with me, like you've always made me feel, you wouldn't have hesitated to tell me about it. Because you would have known that I was there for you. And
it's not that I didn't feel safe with you. I was not in my world. None of this was mine. I couldn't reconcile whether or not you were you or I was me.
You are you. Of course you're you. Who else could you be?
It just took some time to figure that part out.
Well, I do owe you an apology anyway. Whether you want to accept it or not, it's there. But
I accept it, though it doesn't need to be made.
I'm not I'm not trying to make you feel guilty about keeping it from me, because I'll never make demands on you of any kind, but mainly in this case because it would make me a hypocrite. Because I have something I haven't told you.
Okay.
And I want you to know before I tell you that I didn't keep it from you on purpose. You were dealing with your own. You were dealing with your own thing, and I didn't know the shape of it. The time, and I didn't want to add to your burden. I was hoping that with a little time, I could find a way out of the noose, but
What are you trying to
there's a
say?
way out. What have I told you about my brother?
I mean, a bit. Probably not the entire story, but
His unit was one of the first, the Planetary Defense Force, to have NHPs. It was like a test program, and his unit was the most highly decorated, so they got the first crack at it. His superior officer had a tendency to be a little free with his subordinates, especially the female ones. And I don't know if Dragon was in love with her or if she was just his soldier and that was enough, but he made a lot of noise about it. And with his record, the brass had to take notice. His commanding officer waited until they were on a live fire exercise in low orbit and arranged to issue a change of pilot command, which triggered his NHP's security feature to eliminate the unauthorized pilot. She vented him into space and opened fire on the other two pilots who could corroborate the story. I was able to infiltrate the network and compile all the evidence I needed. And I stole Kraid from the impound yard where it was being locked down until the investigation was complete. I miscalculated, thinking that the colonel had just found a clever way to use his NHP as a weapon. I was only 12. I wasn't very fucking smart. Once I got into orbit, I realized that it was not the colonel's idea. It was the NHP's. And by some miracle, before I was flushed into space, I managed to trap her in a cycling loop casket. ejected it and I blew it to smithereens. That NHP found me on our way from Duskgrave to the beach at near light speed. And I'm convinced it's looking to finish the job. I've been trying to find some way to shake it or to find a way to stop it or contain it, but I'm looking at all these fucking NHPs we're surrounded by, and Office in like 2 cycles has gone from being just this annoying freak skulking about the showers to fucking making shit disappear. And Kaya's brand new fucking NHP can make black holes apparently and like triple the size of her fucking mech. I don't know, but if they can do this in a few cycles, this fucking thing has been loose for hundreds of years, local time, and it's going to find me, and I can't stop it from killing me.
What do you mean you
I'm
can't stop?
afraid.
We have 3 NHP extraordinaires in there. We have 3 knowledgeable people with 3 apparently really advanced NHPs. I mean, we can take this on. There's 5 of us.
They can't keep one from climbing in the back of your head. They seem clueless when we need them, and why would Apophis help me?
Apophis saved my life.
I don't
I don't
think he
mean-
saved your life for you. He saved his life. He saved your life because it served a purpose of his. The fact that it helped us is good for us, I guess, but one thing Bess taught me is that NHPs are only as loyal as their leash. I don't think Min has him on a leash. I think it's the other way around. And how long before Nyx makes a move on Kaya? She's inexperienced with NHPs.
What about Penny? Penny's done nothing but help us.
I don't know what to do or think about Penny, but I just don't
I'm just
think
saying, we have friends we can trust. Maybe their counterparts not so
we're
much, but at
surrounded
least
by
them.
NHPs. We can't. We are bugs to NHPs. The fact that we somehow have the upper hand is not something they're okay with. They're just biding their time until they can take off the mask. And you are already in a tremendous amount of danger, and I already got you killed once, and I don't want to get you killed again.
You didn't
just
get me
because I
killed.
love you.
I did a silly little thing and stepped into a scary little place, and it was a little reckless, but it was my choice and nobody else's.
In that position because I was out of mine. You don't.
It had
remember,
nothing.
but
It
I
had
do.
nothing to do with you. It had, like, we were all collectively fighting. I saw a chance. I took it, and no one could have stopped me in that moment. I wanted to save you all, and I did. She did. Still kind of weird.
If I was where I should have been, wouldn't have been out of your back. I mean, you have a different memory of it, Marl. I see it every time I close my fucking eyes.
We weren't all gonna make it out of there alive. It could have gone worse. It could have gone like it did in my fight. We all made choices, and I don't think we should have any regrets.
Can't watch you die again, especially not for me.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't think I'm really grasping what your solution is here. Something's after you. We're just gonna go against it. We don't really have a choice. I mean, we gotta have a team meeting. We gotta figure out what the game plan is here.
I do have a choice, Marl. My choice is to lead it away from the rest of you. And if this boogeyman of Min's is intent on going after me first, then fuck it, let him follow and they can fight over custody. I don't know. I'll go down swinging, but...
Garm, I'm gonna say this with all the love I have in my heart for you. You have said so many stupid things in your life. That is the stupidest thing I have ever heard you say. You're not going against this thing alone. We're a team. We fought some pretty scary things and we'll fight one more.
Marl, I would put the two of us up against any regiment of fucking Lancers in this galaxy and give us better than even odds. That just the two of us can wipe the fucking floor with them. These things aren't human.
Okay, it's a good thing there's 5 of us.
5 of us. 2 of us have been attacked by assassins in the last 2 fucking sorties. 1 is critically injured.
Yeah, and now all of us are going up against Min's weird doctor head case. We face scary things together. That's what we do now. Everything's weird, everything's scary, and all we can do is face it together. We all have big, weird, scary things after us now.
You don't understand what she's like, Marl. She uses people. She finds their weak point. She doesn't attack you straight on. She's gonna
So does everyone else that we're facing. So does the weird thing in my head.
Yeah, and she's gonna wait until we're occupied with that before she moves. And if she knows what you mean to me, she will hurt you.
And that weird, creepy doctor is gonna wait until you're 10 feet away from me to make his move. And he'll be proven right when he told me that you're going first. Do you want to prove this guy right? Is that what you want? You're climbing straight into his plan. I'm losing my mind, potentially both literally and figuratively. I'm not gonna let you just walk away. I need you here by my side. You're not facing this thing alone.
Not your fight. It's something that's been hanging over me since almost the beginning.
Well, it's my fight now. I'm taking it on.
Please, Marl, please don't. You know I can't tell you no. It's not fair.
Exactly. No one can tell me what to do, so I'm going to run headfirst into this fight if I want to.
It's gonna cost you this time, Marl. I'm gonna make you a prophecy. This time, if you die, I'm not letting you go into the dark alone. And I promise you, Kaya won't stop me this time. Are you okay with that?
If you walk into the dark, I'm walking with you. It works both ways.
I fucking hate that you're so awesome.
I'm just stubborn.
Can't. I'm serious, Marl. You don't understand what you need to me, do to me.
I know. I know exactly how you feel. This works both ways, which is why I'm not letting you do this alone.
Damn you, Morrow. Look, I'm gonna do everything I can to peel Min's freak off your back. That's my entire focus from here on out. But
We're gonna
not
sit
gonna see her
down,
coming.
the 5 of us, and we're gonna lay out exactly what's happening here, and the 5 of us are gonna come up with a plan.
Have we ever had a plan? Once?
Not necessarily, but we can potentially attempt one.
I think we can deal with this thing.
I don't think we can deal with this thing, but we're still gonna try. You can say what you want. I'm not letting you go.
All right. Have it your way, Mar.
I generally do.
I really do
need
hate
another
that she's
round.
fucking us.
The two
Before
of
we end the
you
night.
hear the
Any
door
attempt
open.
is stronger than
and
booze.
hear Zoe's voice along with someone much more loud and boisterous. And you see, that is when I discovered that you don't even need food. If you just energy drinks have enough ingredients in them. I honestly don't even know what is all in them. But if you just consume nothing but energy drinks, you not only do you not have to sleep, but I forgot what the other half of that sentence was.
Okay, that's interesting, but I don't see how that's gonna help answer the question I was asking before.
Striga, if you're interested in learning more, we are constantly looking for new, open-minded people. And she's staring at you with eyes that are impossibly wide, with bags under them. You're not sure the last time this individual slept.
Is she trying to get you into an MLM for energy drinks? Is that what's happening right now?
So much.
I'm gonna be real. I would be the first person to sign up.
I mean, I do like that, but I was more so looking for you to help me with something.
Right, yes.
No.
Data acquisition, was it?
Yeah.
You have come to the right place. My friend and I, we are the best at getting information from anyone, anywhere. You find me once I'm sober, I will help you.
Okay. Can I get that in writing?
Reaches down for her data pad, types out utter nonsense, and sends it over to you.
That's good enough for now. Okay. Hi guys. And I think at this point Zoe figures out she's walked in on something that is just wants to go Homer Simpson into the bush. But
Speaking of going Homer Simpson into the bush, Struga is just gone.
Okay then.
Did you make a new friend?
I think she found me more than anything. It was interesting but helpful.
Picked up a clanger, huh?
Not necessarily. I think it was more of person in bar that looks different than other people. Let's just go up and talk to them. So, But anyways, you guys good?
We're good. Right, Garm?
A-okay.
A-okay.
Okay, that really does not feel a-okay, but I'll take your word for it. We're supposed to have a meeting or something, I think?
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, we'll be in a
Right.
minute.
Yeah, meeting.
Got
Always
it.
what's happening.
Zoe, have Min teach you how to scowl. It'll keep those people away from you at the bar. It's good. It's a good skill to have.
Oh, okay. Alright. I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, the right look on your face will save you a lot of pointless conversations.
True. Works for me
Good to know.
every time.
Okay, alright then. Have you guys heard from Penny? At all?
you know,
No. Aren't you
I
more the...
can't.
I don't...
I can't see
that's
or
good.
hear.
Have you not heard from Penny?
No. It's been a little longer than usual, so...
Zoe,
How
what's a
long's
little longer
a
than
little while?
usual?
Yeah.
Well, usually we have breakfast every morning, and it's been a lot of breakfasts.
Have you
How
tried
many
to talk
breakfasts?
to her?
We were on the icebreaker the last time.
Did you try though to contact her
Jeez.
Yeah.
and she didn't answer?
No, not at all. So I just figured maybe that she was doing something for you guys.
No.
No, but just with
Garm will
everything that's...
give. I was gonna say Garm will have one of those eye conversations with Mara. I was like, "There's your fucking NHP body parts for you."
Mara will
Immediately.
roll her eyes just a little bit at that comment.
Given that we're about to have like a team meeting and Apophis doesn't have to technically be here for said team meeting, and other parties at the table would probably be more comfortable if he was not participating in said team meeting, not naming names Garm.
I don't have to see or hear him. As long as I don't have to see or hear him.
But that's participating. That's the definition of participating.
He can text you and you can relay it.
I can't read. I'm sorry, I'm not making that canon. I just want to jot that down. I know of other characters on the Caravan who have said that and just bit them in the ass later. And so I would like to just like immediately say, hey, Apophis, go find Penny, bring her back. I don't care what she's doing. Figure it out. This isn't normal.
I think you're muted.
Garm will like put
God bless.
a
God
reassuring
bless
hand
he's muted
on
one time in his life. I did it. We've done it. We've muted Apophis.
Fine, but only because it's Penny.
Wow. Not because I just almost died.
That happens weekly?
thrice weekly.
Right. It happens weekly. I sure do come that close to dying every week. But you know, do it for Penny.
He will let that facade completely fade. Very serious face. Stare you in the eyes. You scared me, darling.
I would like a recording of that so that I can
Fine.
listen to it on repeat.
Trying to be serious.
And I am taking that into account, but I'm just saying later on when you deny it, you were scared that I was going to die. I'll have it for later, but I appreciate your concern and I will try not to scare you that badly again because I scared the shit out of myself. So just we can have that discussion later when you've found Penny and we're all clearly not having weird tensions with each other.
Sure.
For once, it's not us.
As if that'll ever happen. Good luck.
Fair enough.
And he will
Garm will put it like a reassuring hand on Zoe's shoulder and say, "Hey, we'll find her. Don't worry." Between
Yeah.
Min and Kaya, sort
The
it out.
doors like bust open from the bar, and Benny and the Jets is like blaring, and there's like Calamity singing one part, really like begging for me to like continue on. I'm like, no, gotta go, Benny Jets, all right. Oh, what did I miss out here?
A lot apparently
Yeah.
that has to be discussed at this meeting.
Team meeting.
Team meeting.
Right. Hold on. Turns back around, comes back out with bottles of booze. Team meeting.
Team meeting.
Should we start with the fact Penny's missing, or
Penny's missing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
missing?
This whole sector is a fan and it's about to get hit with shit, and I can't shake that fucking feeling.
So did
So,
anything happen right before Penny went missing? Did they say anything? Did they?
Well, I mean, she's just been, ever since we went to Icebreaker, it was kind of before that, she's just been a little bit more distant and more distant and more distant since we left and had the whole fight with that scientist guy.
Right.
But
I
this
mean-
the longest. Like usually she would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna be off for a little while," and then she'd come back. And but I thought it was weird when she wasn't there when the assassin guy was there. And then the big gate thing happened, and then the guy in Marl's head happened, and she wasn't there.
Oh no,
When was
I'm
the
not.
last time you remember seeing her? Before
well,
the icebreaker?
She was there during the icebreaker for a while. I remember her being there when I was beat up and everything.
She was there when you.
Yeah, it was during the investigation sometime before everything blew up. But
When you went to
since
the
then,
Ardent Weasel, she was there.
Ardent Weasel time.
Basically, before
Was-
that attack that took almost everyone out of commission.
Was she hurt fighting Feather? Can they be hurt?
She didn't tell me that.
Quick question, meta question. Did we have confirmation or just theory that the chick that's been following us since Duskgrave was at Icebreaker? Oh, you know, we saw her at the beach place.
Leonora McGrath?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was the last time we saw her was the beach. I
Mhm.
think.
Yeah.
Was the beach or on Icebreaker?
The beach.
The last confirmation was the beach.
Confirmation was the beach. Can I
Still
kind of
means
do
luggage.
we like establish that we can kind of talk to each other through our little brainy thingies? That we got.
Yeah, you guys have done it
for the
before.
NHP stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought. I guess I just want to go to like Zoe specifically because I was gonna attempt to talk to Zoe before team meeting to see what I can say out loud, and then everyone got drunk. So I think we'll just kind of like ping in and just be like, did you Penny's missing. I assume. We know that Leonora was there. Do you think this could be something tied to them following? I mean, I feel like Penny, I can only assume, was probably covering your tracks.
Yeah, she said it was a lot harder lately. And then with the Leonora stuff, that's what she was built for. don't. I thought the only data that was stolen was my location.
Maybe she was trying very hard to hide your location, and they have things that are fighting just as hard against her.
She was really tired.
I don't want to be the one to say any of your secrets out loud, though these individuals are going to start wondering why we are looking off and thinking very hard for a very long time. But that is just a theory, I guess.
Maybe we need a little quieter of a place. And I think this is the point where like Zoe's kind of looking around and like noticing we're outside verbally talking about these kind of things, and I think that warning sign is going off.
We have a new ship. Looks to everybody, says that loud.
Yes.
We could go break it in with a
Right.
team meeting and some shots.
Hell yeah.
We also have Kraken's workshop.
Oh my god,
Light
Kraken's
of my
workshop.
life.
Yes, I completely forgot. It's bugless according to her, even though, again, still.
There's one very large bug.
Bug.
Oh, there's
That's an arachnid.
It's a nice
First
bug,
of all,
though.
that's
Now.
not a bug. That's an arachnid.
It hates all humans. It's been established.
Well, you
It
know, some
hissed
of us
at me
aren't,
less, okay?
because some of us aren't entirely human anymore.
If there's one place
I'm
you can
100%
trust,
human.
it's a place belonging to a paranoid hacker / engineer who hates the government.
Yeah,
That's
honestly,
true.
truly though.
It's like Murray from Stranger Things.
Yeah. Let's go to Kraken's.
We're going to Kraken's.
Let's go.
I mean, you know Kraken's not
I've-
there, but
Where's Kraken?
She's in the bar.
In the bar.
They're in the bar.
Oh,
Oh, that's right. How do we get them to come let us into their workshop?
pop your head in.
Oh.
Hey,
yeah. I was like, I'll just pop my head in. Kraken. Give a little nod to come here.
Just-
Eternal, like,
is currently surrounded by, male and female suitors, and she, like, I'll be right back. Looks at you, get me the fuck out of here.
Oh,
yeah.
Kraken, my
You weren't
leg
lying
is
about that,
acting
wait.
up. And I just kick my leg a lot. I need help immediately, and just hop out the door with my leg kicking.
Oh no, the leg acting up again.
They are happy to open up the workshop for you. And of course, Moira is there, kind of less like hanging in one spot by the door in like guard dog mode, and now more just kind of scurrying along the net, which is
give me chills.
Legion space. Not to give anyone who has
Oh, what?
arachnophobia any ick, but
No, it's just scurrying. Scurrying immediately gives me chills. If anything scurries or skitters.
It's a little cute. I think it's
Honestly,
a
if
little
Garm could see this thing, he would probably appreciate its honesty.
probably.
cute. Let him go.
This one doesn't pretend of it, at least.
Yeah. there you go.
Hoppus has
Can
never
Marl-
pretended to not be an asshole.
Can moral sensor see this thing?
Could probably sense it, yeah.
Okay.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Privacy.
Right.
Make
Privacy.
direct
I
eye
guess.
contact with Moira.
It just backs up a little, just starts getting swallowed by Legion space shadows.
It's really cool.
That's really
Okay.
Garm
We
pretends he
all
doesn't notice you're
have-
looking at something he can't see.
Yeah, we're all very clearly looking up, like a little concerned.
I'm very pointedly not looking in that direction.
I guess who wants to start? I feel like we have a lot to talk about, and I could just start, calling names, or just start word vomiting my list of things that. Oh, I can start with one. This one's just an easy one. It's definitely not a problem compared to everything else. Gom, can you help me burn some bones later?
Again, you have to start phrasing that better.
Right.
Yeah, just give me
I
the
don't
name.
know
Just
any
give me their
other
name
way.
and description. I'll take care of it for you.
Oh no, I have them in a bag back at the apartment.
What again, Kaya?
You already
Did you
caught him?
kill somebody?
Do you want me to kill him first, or are we just gonna torch him in the bag?
No, okay. So it goes through the whole story basically in the same men. Like this scary place, things, mech. There was a body, there was a banshee, tried to kill me. We're fine. We made friends. It went away. I have a new mech
Oh.
and bones I need to bury, but I don't really want to carry around a bag of bones. I'd rather carry around a urn of ashes.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay. I gotcha. I'll do it. I'm gonna want you to do me a favor though. Can you
Okay.
find a picture of them when they were alive? And
Oh,
just
yes, I
give
have
me their
one.
name?
Laura
Okay.
is her name, and I do have a picture
Mhm.
of her and her mech. That's actually on my to-do list, is to try and figure out more information about them, because I'd rather not just bury them randomly in space, if possible. But you know, it's a big
I
universe.
just need their picture and their name. That's all.
Okay, I do have that.
Okay.
Okay.
That's it. That's
so-
all
Yeah,
I have.
I've already talked to Morrow, Kaya, so if you want to tell
Oh,
them,
thank God.
go ahead.
Gom is going to. I don't know what it's called necessarily. It's not like a. What's a word for something stupid that you're going to do? Leave everybody to die.
Office.
Not us to die, him to die.
No,
Martyr.
I'm not leaving.
Martyr,
Yeah,
kind of a martyr.
Garm's not going to do that anymore. Right, Garm?
Duh.
What Morrow said.
Yeah. So we're all going to collectively help him get out of this shit.
So I do have the tiniest ember of an idea. By tiniest ember of an idea, I mean Nyx gave this to me a month ago in our real life meta, and I've had a lot of work since then. We've had 2 sessions, and one of them I didn't play, so I'm forgetting a lot. So hope if you remember, help me out here.
Okay.
We have the doctor problem,
Mm-hmm.
which, Min, do you have anything you want to say about that? Any new information for anybody?
Regurgitate what I told you earlier. That's about where we're at.
Oh, so there's Dr.
Nice
Update.
string of swear words. Out of
There's
turn.
what?
Why my chest hurts so bad.
Since
Rochester
my
too.
thing.
No, it
What
didn't.
the fuck is this thing, man? Is it an NHP? What the fuck are we
Just
dealing with?
daggers.
I don't think it's an NHP.
I don't know what the fuck he is
It's
anymore.
acting an awful lot like one.
I think he make. That's why I'm saying.
don't
I think
think
if
he-
he wanted to be like NHP but human, I think he's made some sort of purgatory, for less of better words. I don't know. That's only my theory. I don't
He's
know
just an
shit about this.
asshole.
I'm just theory crafting. Yes.
He's just an obsessed, idiotic, crazy asshole, and whatever he's doing is no
Is
weirder than
Kraken
whatever.
privy to all this? Just curious.
She is now, or they are now. If
She's
they stick around.
Kraken stepped out.
Oh, okay.
okay. Okay. Sorry, man. Continue. I'll say sorry. I just wanted to for my record keeping.
I forgot what I was gonna say. It's all right.
I'm sorry.
That he was
I
a
freaking
asshole
railroaded you,
that's-
sorry.
Basically just obsessed.
Yeah, and whatever he's doing is to get what he wants. So I don't think it has anything to do with becoming an HP. So Kaya's guess is probably the best one we have so far.
So we got to figure out how he's broadcasting in tomorrow's brain.
Yes,
And
it's
block
everyone's
it.
brain. And what sort of lock off y'all's brains? What sort of Legion space-esque thing it exists in? How I don't know. There's a, like I said, ember of a plan that I have no conceptual knowledge on any of it.
You know, I
But-
didn't think humans could get into Legion space.
That is kind of true. I was there, but it hurt a lot.
I
A lot,
didn't
a
think
lot, a lot.
humans could be dragged from one universe to another, but it seems like anything's
Sure.
possible here.
I feel like I like pulls up one like sleeve of her shirt and it's like super sunburn look. It's like
yeah,
it hurts a lot.
That's making my case, Marl, not yours.
Okay, but what if we can figure out how to isolate this doctor? And you're in HP. problem, Gone. You said very powerful. What if we just happen to put the doctor in between you and it? Somehow. Two birds, one stone kind of situation.
Oh, it's like Godzilla versus
Look.
King Kong.
What?
I told you
Exactly.
It's
she was
exactly like Godzilla versus King Kong.
Kaya. I told you she was crazy. I didn't tell you she was stupid. She's manipulative. She will use whatever person, place, or thing she needs to get what she wants.
But if
That
she's
includes
actively...
your doctor friend.
Yes, exactly. Let's make it be him first.
Yes. No.
And then we
no,
figure out the
you're
NHP
not
problem.
understanding me. She will use him as a weapon against us. She's very crafty. She finds
does
a
not.
person's weakness and she twists it to her purpose. She doesn't
doesn't
need to attack me
know.
directly. She can send me any one of a dozen people to kill me. Or any of you, for that matter.
Nix, you said something very smart that was along those lines, and I don't remember it now. Help.
Me.
Look, do not underestimate Bess. Just don't. I only survived. It was a fucking miracle. I don't even know how I did it. It felt
You
like
want me to
someone
eat
else
that
took
guy
over.
for you?
From Kaya's comms, you would all hear Nyx. No matter how manipulative or powerful, she's still shackled. And that shackle can always be exploited. And there is deep sadness in that last part.
Only as long as they're leash, Kaya.
You don't have to defeat her if you can just remove her.
They
That
have a
sounded
point.
much smarter.
They have a point.
Elsie knows
All I
what
heard
we
was
could do.
nothing.
I'm just saying. I'm just
you,
saying.
you guys
somebody
might
might-
have heard this whole shackle business, but Garm didn't hear anything.
It was on my comms.
It was
all you
out loud.
guys
Mhm.
like
Yeah,
staring.
voice podcasted.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
How can she possibly be shackled? She has no casket.
She must, or she would not be here.
I blew it to pieces. I watched the glittering shards of it burn up in re-entry. It does not exist, I guarantee you.
Then that was not her casket.
Yikes.
We are, as human history has referred to beings as genies.
Not the word I'd use.
All the power we could ever want or need confined to what I believe it was called an itty bitty living space.
Yes. Okay. We did it. Game over. That's it. We can go home.
Double dose of Space Disney this season.
She's a threat to you as long as you play by her rules.
Doesn't have fucking rules.
There are always rules.
I don't understand what part of this you are not understanding.
I don't understand what part of this you aren't understanding, Garm. There's a plan here.
What plan? Use a shackle we don't even know exists? I have yet to hear how that's going to be
Find the
accomplished.
casket.
Find the original casket and blow it up
Lisa
the way
says
you
to
blew
6775, I am not going back to that planet unless it's to fucking bombard it with asteroids from space.
You were
We
about
ruin
to
a
just
casket.
walk off on your own on a suicide mission. Men.
Hypothetically, we could let a pops handle it.
You can feel the grid.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is the
like
worst
he's handled
decision I've ever
everything
made.
else. 90% of the time, he seems to leave you in the fucking lurch.
He seems to make things disappear a lot.
He
Daggers at him in our little space view.
Didn't make Feather disappear, did he?
he
have a
is
chance to.
capable of some pretty extraordinary things. You know that I don't love to admit it, but he's impressive.
Oh,
He's also
stop.
not anyone's fucking
Oh
friend.
God, here we go.
No,
There
please
have
continue.
been several. Shut up. Let me plead your case before they roast you alive. There have been 2 instances that I know of so far where he has. Oh, I'm sorry, 1. I only know about 1. I do not know about the second. LOL. LC remembers that. He didn't tell me about that one. There is a singular time where we were down in the cavernous reaches of Hell's Gate, sig diving. You guys remember that? I had a situation and we found an NHP that was no longer sane, I guess, is an easy way to put it for what we experienced. And he put it out of its misery. It no longer exists because somehow he consumed it.
He ate an HP.
Explain how that works.
Like, just
to me.
Ate
Did you
it.
wait, did you also eat the mechs that just randomly kept disappearing?
We have not had that conversation yet, but I am thinking yes.
I'm
Wait, he
staring
ate
at him
my
again.
mech?
What are you eating?
Oh shit! Here we go.
Did
Oh
you
god.
eat
He
Law's
ate
mech?
my mech?
Take that up
Like, he
with
just
him.
ate it.
I did not give him the go ahead. He
How tall is
shit show
Apophis,
just
like,
keeps getting
projected
fucking
as?
shinier, doesn't
8
it?
feet and above.
8-ish.
Cool. Well, I am like up, I'm just like bony finger in the chest.
Can you tell
Explain
him?
yourself.
Can you tell him next time he wants to eat my things, he should ask permission first?
Point to what
Called
Marvel-
consent, Apophis.
Yeah.
This is getting
Buffess.
sidetracked, but this is a conversation
You
we're gonna
can't
have
ignore
more
me
of
when
later.
I'm looking at you.
What
It doesn't work
are
like
the
that anymore.
side
I can
effects?
see you now, motherfucker.
What are the side effects of your fucking psychopath eating other psychopaths?
Maybe we don't talk to him like that, and maybe he'd be more amenable to doing you favors. Is that really the way you want to talk to someone who can maybe eliminate your problem, Garm?
I doubt he could or would.
Okay.
Garm, just hear them out. He saved my life. I know it might not have been for the right reasons, but he is capable of doing something as crazy as that.
And that doesn't scare the
And-
fucking shit out of all of you?
Yes, it's been scaring me for months. I'm losing my mind here. I've been trying to explain to you how weird this all is, and no one seems to be grasping how weird I'm finding all of this, but I'm trying to embrace it to solve our problems, because we don't really have a lot of other options at this point. Yes, it's weird that I can die and be replaced.
Weren't replaced.
You know
Same
what I
fucking
mean? Not the right time for this conversation.
Quite frankly, if I might add, at this point we're dealing with a doctor that has died, that has been brought back, that has been in weird places, and right now Apophis is the only thing that can go to those weird places, other than the other NHPs. So it might be better to.
Well,
Work
if this
with what
thing
we
is such
have.
a threat to Min, why hasn't he gone there already? If he can do this fucking miraculous thing.
I don't think
What's
the
he
doctor
waiting
is at
for?
an HP. It's different.
If there are rules, Garm, there are rules. That's how Penny works. She can do a lot. But
So all I'm hearing
What if they
is
solve this as
Apophis is this great miraculous thing that's going to solve our problem, and yet there are rules that have prevented him from solving our fucking problem.
Yeah, like a
Sure.
god.
You're not seeing the fucking disconnect here?
No,
I'm saying
I-
that sometimes, if needed, he can break those rules, i.e., me. I'm not trying to be against you here, Garm, but I am desperately seeking a way out, and we may be potentially be provided one here.
Yeah, and I think the fucking solution to that problem is going to be a larger fucking problem for us in the very near future.
And that's why it should be the backup plan, not the main plan.
It's just an option.
Realize the tools that we have at our disposal and use them in the proper way.
Min, if you could relay this, I would happily devour whatever demigod wannabe NHP is coming to
Yep,
try to kill
relay
you
it.
all.
Exactly in those words. That was not a comforting way to word that.
He said he'll do it.
Spoil sport.
Yeah, I'll bet.
But you just have to accept that I don't have all the answers because he's not going to give them to me just yet. And as suspicious as that sounds,
That's not comforting either. Man.
no, none of it is. None of it is. And you having this NHP coming after you without any restraint is also not comforting for all of us. Like Zoe said, we already have one
which
person.
is why I wanted to fucking leave and lead it away from the rest of you.
Okay, well,
You
I'm
would
not
have
allowed to do that,
died.
then you aren't either.
Yeah, both of you
I don't
within 2
think there's a
days
way
are
to
telling me
stop
these
that.
things.
So we work together and we let him, as a backup plan, handle it.
Mm.
Or
You know, one
And
thing
then he's
I
the
know for
NHP
sure.
we need to be protected from later.
Well,
No,
what
I
I think
have it
the
under
original
control.
plan, if I might add,
Yeah.
we find the casket, which might mean you have to go somewhere you're not comfortable with. And I apologize for that. But I think all of us are going to have to be uncomfortable at some point throughout all this. Life isn't comfortable. It's just figuring out what challenges come up, how to meet them without losing yourself.
We don't even know that her casket is on my home world anymore.
So then we find
She's
it.
manipulative. She could have
But I
gotten someone to take it off world. It could be fucking anywhere.
if you three wanted to relay this, if she's going to be here, so is her casket.
Oh, that's a good point, Puffy.
Hmm? Oh my
Don't-
god. Oh my god.
It's a good nickname. I like it.
Yeah.
I love Zoe so
It's
much.
great, Zoe.
I've literally been calling him this for years. I don't know what the problem is.
There's
Anyway,
no problem. There's no problem. It's just a little funny.
Garm calls him ass poffus.
CEO of Aspophis Industries lives rent free in my mind.
but to translate what Puffy was saying is that the casket goes where the NHP goes. So if it finds you,
Yeah.
the casket is there. And then boom, bing, boom. That.
She doesn't have to
That
come
was
here to
context,
find
Zoe.
me. I thought
If she wants to do anything
I
about it personally, I believe
imparted
so,
you
right?
that she finds people to do her dirty work.
So the people that she sends out.
She doesn't have to come here to kill
use.
me.
Sure, but the people she sends out would have to have information. We use that information to go to other things. Just like we do everything else. Okay, Garm, when we landed on the dust planet, if someone said you were going to be teleported into a world where there was a tentacle monster that was trying to kill us, would you believe it? Would you
How
say that's
sober
impossible?
was I at the time, I guess. I
Well, you
would
would've
say a
said that
lot
was
of things are
impossible.
impossible. Yeah, I would say a lot of things are impossible, but I've seen what she can fucking do firsthand. I watched her pop my brother's head like a fucking grape on a live video, and then she replayed it for me and showed me the fucking point in his brain scan and his heart rate where he knew he was dead. She's a fucking psychopath.
And yet
Yeah.
you're still alive. And with this attitude, I can guarantee you're not going to make it out.
You couldn't
And
do
if-
it on your own, frankly.
Exactly.
Min, I need you to either make a roll or willingly fail.
What? What?
Hold on, I was sitting
Here
here
comes the
messaging you
doctor.
something, and like
What?
I was minding my own business and being very helpful in this scene. And
Elsie,
I
what did you do?
I didn't do anything. That's the thing. This time I didn't do anything.
Either I
Okay,
need you to
okay.
make a roll or willingly
What
fail.
am I rolling?
It's
Wait.
Oh shit.
Okay, what happens if I fail this roll if I don't willingly fail? Is it worse?
No.
Can I pass it?
You could.
Is it better?
Okay, if I don't have a chance to make it worse, but I could pass it, then I will roll. What am I rolling?
Just your crit.
This is homophobic. I don't know why, but it is.
Chat says willingly fail.
19.
Okay, well now it's a 19, but can I choose? Can you give me a
Absolutely,
little
you
hint?
can.
I can choose?
Mm-hmm.
After you tell me?
No, right now.
Sir Holy Grail meme here.
This is the worst choice for me because you know what I want to do.
Fail,
I know.
fail, fail, fail,
Do
fail.
it. Do it.
Curious.
Just go with your
Fail.
heart. Just go with your heart.
Lean
I
into
put-
the story,
let-
man,
Let
Elsie.
chat know that this is the first time I've ever rolled a very, very good roll and I'm willingly failing it. So whatever happens next, it's
It's
them.
on chat.
Yeah, it's on chat. Okay.
For the two of
Here's me.
you without subjectivity suites, a 8-foot tall gray and gold figure would manifest in front of you with flowing tattoos staring down at you. You've seen what she can do. You've never seen what I can do.
My man.
Is that shit-faced McGillicuddy?
I have a question.
Mhm.
Can I
Yes,
poke
this
a
is just-
poke?
He is physical.
Wait, what?
Can you teach that? Can you teach Penny how to do that? We have never been able to actually play other than the dimensional, like in the head. This is a game changer. And she's just bouncing up and down of like freaking out.
It only lasts for a few moments before he fades back and out of sight.
Garm lets go of the handle of his
Uh,
knife.
Men,
What the fuck was
did
that?
you know he could do that?
Nope. I did not. Hey, Bob. Hey, hey, Hoop.
Mhm.
How's that clock?
Don't worry about it.
I'm
Hey.
worried.
I'm worried.
See? Garm? We.
That does not
There's
make me
a-
feel better, Marl.
Mm,
But at least you know he's
How long
stronger than she
until that
is.
happens when one of us is sleeping and then we're no longer alive?
As far as I know, he's still tethered
if he
to
wanted me dead, he would have kept me dead.
And he needed you for something else.
Technically, he could kill you all every night.
A little
That was
hot.
Andrew saying that.
Elsie says it's a little bit sexy. Don't you think it's a little cute that I'm stopping him
little
from killing
cute.
all of you in your sleep?
Thank you so much, Elsie.
Wait a
I
minute.
think Penny would figure out a way to murder him if you did that.
Where's Penny?
Garm, you can visibly see
I'm
gears
sorry, don't
turning
say
in
it.
Garm's head. And he says, he eats NHPs, huh? Has anyone checked our stockpile lately?
No.
I assume someone's been keeping track of them.
Penny was supposed to.
I found Penny. Penny's fine. If you would
Oh.
like to relay that. Just busy.
What?
Did you tell Zoe yourself?
Yes. Well, first tell Zoe. But why,
How do we
why are
know
we
he
so
hasn't
casual about
eaten
this?
Penny? I'm
He's not gonna
sorry.
eat Penny, Garm.
You
say
Penny's
that.
fine.
I
But
know
need
that.
more info here.
We have his fucking word for it. Like you can believe a goddamn thing he says.
Maybe
would
we should
know.
have one conversation at a time here.
Apophis, please relay that to Zoe yourself. I think it's more important coming from you.
Of course. Zoe, your dear Penny is just working herself to death trying to keep you safe. You're on a lot of radars right now. She's stretched very thin to some very distant places. Whoever you've pissed off has more weaponry and tools at their disposal than we do defenses.
Zoe's gonna go into a full-blown panic attack.
Hey! I'm gonna like immediately just wrap my arm around Zoe, kind of hold her. Hey! It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Maybe get some water, some breadsticks, something.
We can get those both.
Hey, you're fine. We're all safe here. Each and every one of us is safe as long as we're together, okay? We're all safe here.
No, you're not.
Hey, it's okay. It's gonna be okay.
He said she's fine. That means
I know.
she's okay.
She's doing what she's supposed to.
That's
Okay.
what's important.
Yeah.
We'll just add taking out who's ever after you to the ever-growing list of people we've all pissed off in our lives. And that's what it kind of boils down to, I'm starting to realize. It's just,
Good luck.
we
Yeah.
have a list. Well, our list has never been short of people we've pissed off.
It's not just a people.
What is it?
Yeah.
It's SSC. Entirely.
Oh.
I'm confident I can
keeps
get
growing
that.
tonight, huh?
Relatable.
I think Zoe kind of gives a look at Kaya. I've been lying for a really long time. You know the
I'll just kind of
papers
grab your hand.
I showed you my resume? That's not mine. It's my sister's.
I'm assuming there's more to the story, but I've lied on every single resume I've ever submitted, so.
Well, yeah, I just took all my sister's information as mine. Well, I didn't do it, she did it. I was supposed to. I did things I wasn't supposed to do. I was supposed to be quiet and secret, and that's why Penny was created, was to keep me quiet and secret. And then I didn't do that, and they found where I was, and then they had a project for me, but it sounded really scary. And I wouldn't be me anymore. And my sister didn't want that to happen, so she kind of stole me and the Viceroy and Penny, and then we got caught. And then they took her too. And then I found you guys. When you mentioned that doctor, I kind of got nervous because when you talked about what he did to you, that's kind of what they plan to do to me. So, I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do. I was told that I couldn't say who I really was because then everyone would know, and now everybody knows my face, and was supposed to be quiet, and I wasn't. But
It's
yeah,
not-
they want to fight me because apparently I could be what they wanted to create. So,
Well, they can't have you because you're ours.
Very true. And I don't think a single one of us could say we've never lied about who we were to someone important. And I
Yeah.
can't see one thing that you said to us that was a reason
Yeah.
we should be mad at you for lying.
I don't really
Doesn't
even
change-
think you have anything to apologize for.
Nope.
No matter what you call yourself, you're Zoe. That's all that matters.
The murder marshmallow.
So I'll add SSC to the list then, right?
yeah.
Yeah, let me
Alright.
at those fuckers. I'll take them on.
The whole thing.
Well, hey, at
Can a
least
prophet
Taurus
have
isn't
them
that
too,
for
or-
us.
Maybe.
Positive.
I think
Who
maybe
ripped me
feeding
into that
Psycho God
universe?
is probably not a great idea.
Someone grabbed me.
The Uber driver.
The Uber driver
Uber.
pulled
Fucking
me
Uber.
into a
Can't trust
Legion
him.
space shadow.
Snatched you.
Oh.
Well,
Guy about to get trafficked.
We got SSC, idiot scientist,
Mhm.
rogue
Yes.
NHP.
Yes.
hair snarmy.
Yeah. Yeah,
Always.
Harris,
Mhm.
Wow, we got
Almost
like
Impact
almost a bingo.
dynamics.
Impact
Okay.
dynamics.
Well, they're not looking for us. We're looking for them.
The
No.
Hellhounds.
Well,
I think Marl
It's
and I
okay,
are still wanted at least, 15 different unaligned worlds.
Yeah, but they're
Various
pretty
fractions.
insignificant. I mean,
I'm gonna become leader of the Hellhounds, so don't put that down. It's fine.
Okay.
I'm still on this one track mind here.
just a quick question before we go on another tangent team here. Is this all of the secrets finally that we all need to know that are very important to keep each other alive? Because I swear to God, if there's another one that I haven't known, because I've been keeping so many of these for so long and I'm going to go absolutely
Kaya,
fucking insane. Yes.
Mine was not a secret. I only just found out about it recently.
Wait, I got a message.
Okay,
Too. Hold on.
that's fine. That's fine.
what do you got to mess Soup about, huh?
I gotta know if this is all my shit because I can't remember all my shit.
Don't
Okay, he says
really-
yes.
Okay,
Is this all the
it's
shit that
everything.
Okay, that just means it's all the shit that I know about. Whatever. So everybody.
Oh
drop it
yeah, I
down.
don't even remember my past life, so who knows?
Whatever Hoop comes up with and pulls out his ass about Apophis is not on me. I told y'all all my shit that I know.
I'm pretty sure that's it for me.
Honestly, if we could recreate that virus that Virgo is using, that might be useful.
Absolutely not.
No,
I just
that's-
cover Nyx's ears. Let's not talk about it.
Well, the five of you are, of course, welcome to return to the festivities if any of you would like to. Enjoy your evening. Enjoy your time of what little rest there is to be had. Is there any other stops before we load up our brand new mechs into officially your ship and set
Arm
off?
will chat up Kraken and ply them with drinks, not to get in their pants. He wants to know what she knows about devices that could be used for shielding neural pathways from outside interference.
At the moment, they don't have anything like that, but it's not a far stretch to amplify a subject sensitivity suite to do something similar.
All right.
And yes.
He's gonna.
You could always ask Striga for one of her tinfoil hats.
We gotta ask Striga. Striga's my best friend now. We gotta
Please.
ask.
I love
Please.
her so much.
I love Striga so much.
An individual,
Look, the energy drink.
Can we
thing
bring them
got
along
me.
with us?
Yes.
Please.
an individual who appears and disappears totally
I
at
love that.
random for apparently no
Please.
reason and subsists solely on energy drinks.
Yes, me,
I
just like me, for real,
need
for
them
real.
in our party.
mean, Kaya and Min did drink those like cocaine energy drinks and then did stims on top of it.
I don't remember doing that, and maybe that's why.
It sounds right. Yeah.
You did it at
Sounds
Disneyland.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. That's right.
But
Yeah.
He told you not to drink more than 2 a day or it might stop your
Sure.
heart.
That's what they tell me about Celsius too. But every day I go to work and I drink 2.5. So
we
on top of Adderall.
load up our mechs. We board the Dragon Tooth, now officially yours, and set off on the about 5-day journey towards Asphodel, the official habitable planet in Calliope. Though Jerry
Is
did
that-
not send you alone, you are sent with a freighter to basically mask your trip, saying, we're sending a freighter of supplies to go do business. This is our escort. Don't worry about them.
Who is it? Who's in it?
A driver. They really are just buying supplies, but it's your cover.
It's mostly vent crabs.
They're
Oh,
unleashing
God,
an
I hope so.
infestation.
No, it's
Just
an
gonna carpet
invasive
bomb it with vent
species.
crabs.
We can't introduce them to another planet. It's an invasive species. It's bad for the environment.
But after a few days, you'd reach your destination. The curve of Asphodel slowly begins to flatten as you drop into the atmosphere, your vessel's hull glowing cherry red with that re-entry heat. Gravity begins tugging on you. Real gravity, not the kind generated by spin or thrust. The people of Calliope say that Asphodel was colder once, that it even had polar ice caps. But those days are long past. Now a vast ocean dominates the North Pole as the ice melted and waters pressed south. They left sharp, craggy mountains with deep valleys carved by meltwater, worn down over time by aeons of wind and rain. The highlands still provide shelter from the worst of the elements, so that is where they built the Furnace City. Driving rain batters the Tooth's hull, and the ship judders as it passes through layer after layer of cloud. Through the haze of a rainstorm, a flash of lightning illuminates a massive glass dome surrounded by kilometers of industrial sprawl. There it is. The only terrestrial city in all of the Long Rim. Siren's voice cuts over the roar of the atmosphere and the atmospheric engines. Pillar Control, this is Harvest Gold 24051, alongside Harvest Gold 0947 Heavy, requesting landing clearance and approaching vector for both vessels. Over. After a few moments, you hear back. Harvest Gold 0451, this is Pillar Control. You are on the list and you have been cleared for landing pad 3. Please descend flight level 1600 and turn right, heading 310. Harvest Gold 0947 Heavy, you'll be landing at pad 18. Maintain current heading and await further instructions. Welcome to Furnace City. And that is where we're going to put a pin in our game for now.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Excellent role playing tonight, guys. Everybody's shit is on the
yeah.
table, finally.
Hey.
But yeah,
Pressure wash that table.
thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for coming to hang out and enjoy this silly little story of ours. Vex, the author of this entire module, thank you for coming and enjoying our rendition and all of our NPCs and how our unique spin on what is a very lovely and beautiful story. Not at all full of death and murder and all that good stuff.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Also, Total
Love
Party
trauma.
Chill, High Shelf Collective, Neon Lights Roleplay. Thank you all so much for the raids. We love you all
Live from the
so very
Apocalypse.
much. And Live from the Apocalypse. Thank you. I didn't scroll down far enough.
How
Yeah,
dare you?
I love this game of ours. I love this story. I am so excited for what is coming up. It is this part.
I'm
I
terrified.
mean, the whole module is great. This part is very fun. The city is very fun. I'm so excited. But that's all we got. Let's throw in some outgoing music here, some outro music. We'll go left to right, rainbowing across the screen as we do, and have everyone tell you who they are and where you can find them on the interwebs. Which means that we are starting, as per our usual layout, with Taylor.
Hello, I am Taylor or Ep12 on the internet. There's underscores in some places before and after, but those are the dark parts of the internet we don't talk about anymore. Let's see, where can you find me? You can find me here, obviously doing this every other Monday, as well as tomorrow and every other Tuesday after that for a hot minute over on High Shelf Collective, where we are running campaign 2 or season 2 of our Werewolf the Apocalypse game. It's very fun. Our Rage Across Dallas turned Rage Across Texas, because now we are in the hill country causing problems, or actually fixing problems and causing them and being them. It's a good time. Let's see, you can also find me there every Thursday playing the last Caravan, a wonderful game.
I've contacted my lawyers already.
Look, it's not on us.
Completely distinct entity.
It's not on us. Let's see. What is my life right now? You also find me at work about 60 hours a fucking week. And then wherever you listen to your podcast, check out Bloom and Blight. It's a wonderful podcast. It's Girl by Moonlight. I'm the director for it. It's very good. Our season finale is like about to drop, so get ready. And we just recorded our mid-season finale for season 2, so get ready. You can expect more coming. So.
Heck yeah.
And it's all the things.
And then we'll go up to our very sad murder marshmallow, up to Mary.
Hi guys, I'm Mary. I've been playing Zoe, our murder marshmallow. That was very sad tonight. It's been a long time coming. But hey, all the secrets are out. Where you can find me online, you can find me on the Hell site at Nerd on Wheels 15 or everywhere else at the Nerd on Wheels. Coming up for me every other Wednesday, you can catch me on Chanting Sorcery Productions for Fandelver and Below, Hallius Harriers. It is a unique spin on the Fandelver module, mixed with some Zentarum fun change up on lore. If you want to see all kinds of crazy stuff happening, go check that out. And then with some other awesome people here, we've got the second part of our Walking Dead 2-shot coming up next Tuesday. So if you want to see how our survivors will probably inevitably die, go check that out. That's all I got.
I can't wait to tune into season 2, episode 4 of that one.
They are not going to live that long. Up to Elsie.
Hi, I'm Elsie. I've been your min tonight. I'm Optimistics on all social media, and I'm just here to say, if this dude showed up and was 8 feet tall in front of you, and you were there and got to touch these wonderful pecs here that we have drawn by the lovely Kuma, I would also be like, oh wow, what? It's like that scene from Captain America, the first one, where he comes out the super soldier tank and she's like, oh, pecs. Anyways, this was a
Arm was that far
creation.
from stabbing him in those pecs.
I would do it again. I would do it in a heartbeat. Where can you find me? Technically today on Tuesdays, we are back, baby. Finally with our masks. They call us villains. Actual play. Do you love watching me screw everybody and their mother over? There was a pause there. That was
there was a pause. There was a pause.
I'm glad you continued
and
that.
it spoke a lot.
There was a pause there. It was unintentional, but it's not wrong. but it's not wrong. I am trying to have a reverse power harem with my little baby who absorbs people's powers. She's doing a great job. She's fine. She's totally happy. Nothing is ever wrong. Her boyfriend's probably gonna visit her in a little bit, so that's fun. He's never done anything wrong. I have a plan. Both things I say all the time and everybody believes. And then on the 24th, we have part 2 of our Thirsty Sword Lesbians game. It looks just like I'm playing a bunch of thirsty games, and that's just where I'm at in my life. It's really fun. I'm the group mom. It's questionable. I don't know. I've never played group mom before, but I was somehow placed in that role. And then on the 30th, like Mary said, we are back with our part 2 of The Walking Dead. We will love and miss our dearly departed Richard, R.I.P. May he rest in peace. Who's next? Probably me or maybe Mary, which I will botch a medical role again. I've played a medic once in my life because I play one in real life, and I'm not very good at it in the game.
Just don't build Molotov cocktails. Just no more
Molotov cocktails for me. I thought it was a good idea at the time. And then on the 3rd, we're not playing Speakeasy, and that actually brings us back here until Tomb Raider on the 8th, where I will be playing this lovely idiot. I love her. I have art of her because she's based off of a different character. But if you love Kitsune and shit, and a bunch of really thirsty people, we have collected people who hate the government, and we're all thirsty and probably all gay.
That's like 3/4 of our Discord server, so
yeah. But this one's like a Hoop literally was in my DMs and was like, "How did you get 3 LCs in a game?" And I was like, "I don't know. I didn't cast it. You did." So.
And if you ever
3
wanted
LCs in a trench coat.
to see a TTRPG that people on the internet hate because it's too woke, that's Tomb Raider.
That's true.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
It's very cool.
What?
Yeah.
It's gonna be really fun. But
We're gonna
that's
play
really
the hell
basically
out of
it
it.
for me. We're gonna run it into the ground in the best way. But other than that, I have a few things coming up that I can't really talk about just yet. They're too far in the future. But come hang out with us again. We loved having everybody in the chat. So go so feral. And I'm gonna pass it on once again. Please, Hoop, you have to cut me off, or I will keep talking.
Over to
So
Jason.
please send it over to Jason. Thank you.
No, tell me more, Elsie. I'm Jason, on the artist formerly known as Twitter. I'm JJSYNN. Everywhere else, I'm some version of Graphical Ronin. You can find me most Fridays playing a D&D 5.5 campaign on Ruinous Paths D&D. Starting this Monday, I will be running Orbital Blues on that same channel around 9 p.m. Eastern Time with the OMG Holly D and Erica Kuda-Marler and another friend of ours, Steven, and another friend of ours named John. I have never played Orbital Blues. I did buy it through Hoop's Link, so I'm going to run it, even though I've never played it. So it ought to be fun. I make up the rules as I go.
I'm a little upset that there's Orbital Blues happening and I'm not involved. Just gonna throw that out there right now.
Like, you already had the best arc with Hoop anyway. Yeah, you know, lesbian love affair. You were a pilot. It's pretty awesome.
It was great. It was good. It was
really
good.
I signed up for some stuff on the Caravan, but that's in the future. I think I'll be at PAX, or not PAX, that's in the future. I'll be at Gen Con running games, Good Strong Hands for Nerdburger Games. I just got into my hot little hands a print copy of his newest Kickstarter game that I did some art for called Hypersleep Terminated, which is in the Die Laughing category of games. This one is a space disaster RPG, GMless. It's pretty cool. It's on TTRPG. You should check that out. I think that's everything.
Heck yeah. And then down to Sad Boy Wrangler Daniela.
I'm gonna get a t-shirt that says Sad Boy Wrangler. Hi everyone, I'm Daniela everywhere on the internet. You can find me this Thursday for Fathomless Skiers, where I'm going to be fishing for some eldritch horrors as a little old man who loves the sea and whose mind is getting saturated by the deep, and I will hopefully go crazy from all these weird fish. And then
I have a question.
next,
Wait, I have a
yes.
question. Can you repeat that last sentence one more time for me?
I forget what I said.
The little old man who's what?
I'm playing a little old man who loves the sea.
Yeah.
And his mind is getting saturated by the deep, so he's
Okay.
going a little crazy.
Okay.
What? What did I say?
Nope.
I know it ought to go smooth, judging by
I'm clearly
you know, all the
missing like
little
a
posts you
reference
made
or
in the channel.
something. That's him. He's great and he's weird. And moving on, next Tuesday, like everyone said, I'm back for the second part of our Walking Dead 2-shot. Hoop might be dead, but I'm not. So if you want to watch
Yet.
me survive a zombie apocalypse and collect some cool little rocks, you can tune in to watch me be the final person standing. And I'm pretty sure that's everything I have
Hashtag
going on at the
Final Girl
moment.
Daddy.
So
Fun fact,
My
your
name.
character, our relationship, I had you marked as my rival.
really, and how'd that work out for you?
I mean, it was rival as
dead.
in like Goku and Vegeta, like they push each other to be better.
Danny, he's dead.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
I know.
Anyways, I'm Andrew. I have been our storyteller for tonight's game, and for most games around here, it's late. I'm gonna let everyone go to bed. I can't wait for the next one. Just take a deep breath.
You know I can't sleep until the next Hell's Gate. You know that.
We're gonna
No
throw a raid
sleep
over
till-
to Dork Tales, who are playing Fandelver and Below. So we're gonna
Is
go
that
share some
D&D?
love with them. It is.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't disparage anyone that plays D&D. I just don't play it myself. Anyways, as
It's got its
always,
place.
be good people, do good things, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Goodbye.